Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show episode. Checks notes. 900 Tuesdays we've been talking about professionalized wrestling. Whoa, whoa, you hear all that sound? You're all the people in the studio? Oh my, look at all these faces. Look at everybody here. Oh my God, old faces, new faces. This is fantastic.
We weren't trying to clap for celebration. We were just trying to spike your board.
You're just trying to make me go nuts in my beer. Hold on. I need to turn your microphone up or your headphones up over there, right? Oh, test. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, there, she can hear us now.
Too much.
Yes,
Too much.
on the couch.
Too much.
Recent participants in the Mayhem White game. Oh, too much.
Too much.
Way too much.
Too much. Let's bring it back down.
Okay.
The Remedies.
Howdy.
Doc Remedy, Mayhem Missy, on the couch.
What up?
Which is probably the same couch where they found each other originally.
Probably is.
Welcome back.
Although you make it sound much more sexual. Than
I mean, you remember the old
to be
episodes.
clear, no.
I
That was the original Mayhem After Dark.
That was I don't know what happened when I went to the bathroom. Thank you guys for coming back. A valiant effort on the Mayhem Wave game.
I'm so mad still.
Yes.
I'm
Have there
very
been some tough discussions afterwards?
I got beat
You got beat
multiple times.
multiple times.
In my sleep.
He did pick one specific question that he keeps, yelling at me for. Like, why didn't you say that? Or why
Which
didn't
one
you?
was it?
My least favorite chore is cooking dinner. I think I said taking out the trash. And so now every time since then, which has been a lot, so maybe you're right, that I have not wanted to cook dinner, he's like, why didn't you say that? See? It's your least favorite.
I'll get, I really don't feel like dinner tonight. I'm like, man, that'd have been great if that was an answer to a newlywed
If only
game
you would have
question.
said that.
That was neck and neck through the entire
It
thing,
was.
by the way, too. That
It
was
was.
amazing. Of course, Katie Arquette and Andrew Palace, second-year champion in that. So we got to find like a Valentine's Day, like Singles Day or something to do that, bring that show out again in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. I want a rematch.
You want a rematch?
I want a rematch.
You're just calling it out now. You
Saying
want a
it
rematch?
right now.
Right out. Tell 'em.
Rematch.
Look into the camera. Tell them.
Palaces, I want a rematch.
You're talking. That mic doesn't plugged in. Remedy is holding a second microphone for some reason.
Yep,
that
I found it. It was on my seat,
I
so I
found
felt like
it.
I had to use it. Sorg, there's Mayhem in the title for a reason.
Yeah, there is. This is going to be it. If you're here to find out what happened in Elimination Chamber, you might want to look up another podcast. Just putting that out there. So we also have, let's see, who's on the remotes live from deep in your mind. It's the original co-host, DJ Lunchbox.
900 goddamn episodes. That's insane. You know, my brother and me only had 700. We had 200 episodes under our belt before those West Virginia motherfuckers even thought to put word to microphone.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, you're missing out. They're delightful.
Oh, okay. You're plugging in another show? What?
Yeah, they're great.
You're not even. We've gone so long. You don't even live here anymore, man. You don't even go here.
Yeah, that's true.
We
I left the state.
We outlasted your interest in Pennsylvania and pro wrestling as a whole.
That's right. Yeah, that's both of those things are true.
Jeez. So I'm glad to see you again. Glad to have you. We're not going to completely keep asking you things that are completely true about wrestling. That you don't know yet. I don't know. You keeping
Darn
up?
it.
You keeping up? You know the Rock's back.
I have some wrestling news is large enough that it reaches
Yeah,
even
it's
me, and
yeah.
The Rock being back is unfortunately one of those news stories.
And then we got we stuck everybody else at the kids table over here.
Cool kids.
The cool kids table over here. We have the Carlins sharing a microphone. And just pointing at each other. What's happening right now?
You have a microphone
You're
for a
pointing
reason.
at each
Here,
other.
I have an extra microphone. You could use it.
No. That wasn't. I
there
mean,
you go.
that's where you going with that? Yo, no, come on. You worked in broadcast. You know, no, that's not on. It's not. Where you going? No, you can't do a remote. No, it's not plugged in.
Cut to him.
What are you doing back
Cut
there?
to him on the green screen. We
There
need to
is
show.
no
He's going to
green
give us the
screen.
weather
that camera's
update.
not plugged in either. He's walking
Be our
back.
roving
He's
reporter
walking
outside
back.
the studio.
He's walking back.
Doc, this isn't working. I'm gonna need to
Oh.
work on it.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Okay,
I'll
fix
unplug
it.
my microphone I have now.
No,
unplug that.
no unplugging. No unplugging or plugging in of other things. What are you doing?
I've got
What are
another
you
mic
doing?
stand for my
Oh,
other
no.
microphone.
No, jeez.
Sorg is going to turn this
He's going
podcast
to.
around.
Yes. Okay. That's that.
no,
He's
whatever.
holding a microphone on a stand. It's still not plugged in,
Zooming.
and you're just leaning it into your crotch.
It's not into my crotch. I got a nice foot stand. We got leverage here. It's
You got
good time.
leverage here.
Finish introducing
Leverage.
people,
Okay, there's
Sorg.
more people here.
Leverage.
There's more people. The Wrestle Fan is here.
Ours formerly known.
The artist formerly known as the Wrestle
Bringing the name out
Fan.
of retirement for 900.
Yeah, you go. You've been busy, causing ruckuses in West Virginia.
Trying.
trying to. God, I didn't even know. I was fixing something. I didn't even see your interview with Glenn Spector.
It was fun.
On the show I was
It was
producing.
fun. He almost murdered me. It was great.
He almost murdered you?
Yeah, a little bit.
He did murder Seek.
He did murder Zeke,
Yes.
unfortunately.
And of course, Merlin's with us as well. The one that we
Talking to the microphone.
the one that we just waving and smiling. The one that we and Merlin had the perfect Mayhem introduction
I was going to say.
of being that probably led to therapy. It was
I still need to invoice you for that.
it was a STD Christmas special, and I can't remember what all happened on that show.
So did we,
There was-
someone walk on tacks or
So
glass
there
or
was
something like
the-
that?
There
What?
was
I don't
tap
remember that.
dancing on
Yeah.
Legos.
Legos,
okay,
that's what
okay,
it was.
okay,
Same
that was the
Uh,
thing.
there was strangulation by barbed wire.
Yeah. There was lap
Um,
dances of some sort.
There was lap dances. A kendo stick was threatened, but it was never used.
Okay, all right.
And
Well-
many other things that I've blocked out.
Well, good news because you're sitting right by the secret kendo stick spot. Hey! Yes, it still has Christmas lights from the Christmas special this past year.
They find it, do they get to use it?
Yes, it was very. I don't think we plugged it in. I was a little worried about that. So 900 episodes. This is years 2006, January 2006. And what was the first thing that we talked about?
Wow.
What was
Probably
the first
wrestling.
thing? Was it TNA?
You're close. It was about Lita.
Because
of
it
what-
was the live
Yeah.
sex celebration.
It was a
wasn't it?
live sex celebration.
What a way to intro.
We've come so far. So, geez, I don't. Wow. So you guys, none of you are on the show anymore. But
I'll say I wasn't even on the first one. I think it was just you and LB on the first, 3 or 4, right?
something like that, and then LB just kept
Mhm.
bringing his friends over that I didn't know,
Yeah.
and
Well, how about this guy? Oh, hey, I talked to this guy about wrestling for 10 minutes. He should come be on the podcast.
yeah, exactly. Chad the Shad could not make it. I think was under the weather here. Did say, okay, I didn't read the rest of his message before I said, hey, hop on a Zoom call. Amazing, 900, amazing achievement. Mayhem family as strong as ever. 1K on the horizon. I did say last year, because I think we had the 15-year anniversary last year, and I said my goal is to get to 1,000. I don't know what happens after that.
Just burn it all
1001.
down.
1001.
That's
That
right.
is what happens.
Who is a teacher here?
They
Jeez.
just burn it all down. At
I'm
that
not
point.
even looking at the chat room right now. There's too much going on here. So wrestling's a little bit different now, isn't it?
A little.
A
A
smidgen.
little bit.
Yeah.
Like women's wrestling was the only thing I can think about here is the live sex celebration with Lita, for instance, which also leads to what we've learned about Vince McMahon in the last year or so.
Oh my God!
So
really puts it in
really
context.
it puts our what's that?
Everything is recontextualized.
Absolutely. I feel weird looking back, right? Like I know a lot of people are looking at peculiar things happening in like WWE 2K games from like that era. So and they're like, why everything Vince says is extra creepy now. From back then.
At any point, did anybody think that Vince was just like a great guy?
No.
Are you saying the warnings were there the whole time?
You didn't
What
hear
are you
it.
talking
was
about?
Never on the table.
LP, what are you talking about?
Lunchbox, you've been gone for a while. You didn't hear the thank you Vince chants when he left the first time.
Oh my God!
Oh God! Oh no!
And I don't think what was he even accused of at that point? Just like
I don't
bribes,
even
right?
know.
It was the same
Basically,
stuff.
Like-
just
I
this
thought
with
this
less
was
details was what
creepy
he was
stuff.
accused
What's
of
that?
before.
This with less details.
Less details was what he was accused of the last time he left.
Literally.
And then they did thank you, Vince.
Mhm.
They didn't do thank you, Vince, after we got the details because
Well, Stephanie
Well.
wasn't there to lead them.
that's true.
Oh,
'Cause they're
Oh,
cowards.
Yeah.
I have a question for LB.
yes.
Does
Tell me.
LB know that TNA is back?
That's
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
seems to be regretting that knowledge.
Listen. I since like the first episode, I've been saying TNA's gonna die. That's been every year that we've done predictions. I have predicted the fall of TNA, and I mean, what is that brand worth anymore? You know?
they just changed their identity for a little bit. They didn't fully die.
It's like they went into witness protection.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they
They were-
hiding from?
Vince.
They were
Vince.
Impact Wrestling,
I didn't want to be a.
so that Kurt Angle couldn't find them.
Well, how much did Scott D'Amore offer when he tried to buy it?
It was
I didn't
like-
hear about this.
Was it like $1 million? Like it was at least like
Also,
million or
Scott
10
D'Amore
million?
has $1 million? $10
That's-
million?
that was
He
my question.
He was assembling a team of investors. You know the kind
Okay.
of thing you do when you don't actually have the money.
Oh,
right.
We need a money mark.
Ponzi schemes.
As always. This is wrestling.
Yeah, that would have been great though, right? Like, well, except I don't know. What did they still have the TV deal? The station's owned by Anthem. Where would they
Right.
go?
Well, the report now is
I
that
just-
they're looking at full sale
Uh-huh.
to
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that. Yeah.
everything.
I just saw that, and they're thinking about going live.
Yes.
Maybe someday, in their wildest dreams, TNA might produce a live show.
again
They could only hope
for the first time
for the first
in
time.
15 years
For the-
that they.
That makes
Oh,
me
here we
real
go.
proud of
First
my
time
alma
on
mater.
this network.
Tina says,
Yes.
Tina in the chat says the rumored amount offered for TNA from Scott D'Amore and his investors was $10 million.
Do
So
we-
that is how much TNA is worth, LB.
Do we know how much Ring of Honor was purchased for?
Too much. Mm-mm.
Does anybody know?
Not that much.
Where's our research department out there? Not $10 million.
We don't need a research department. We got the chat.
We got the
They'll let
chat.
us know.
Chat. See if you can find what Ring of Honor was purchased for this last time. Well, they weren't. They were purchased the first time.
He basically bought out all the licensing and IP.
Yeah, so that could be $10 million.
It didn't come with any TV deal, so maybe not $10 million.
Oh, it's like the old WCW. Oh, we got where the rings in the name and the catalog deal, right?
I think that's all it was.
I mean, that's the only
Nickels
time
on
you
the
would want to
dollar.
get the ring if they still have the six-sided. In theory, right?
Yes. No, because it's so hard to find a six-sided ring. You know, you don't know anybody in Mexico. So, jeez, a hot dog and a handshake. Edge and Christian are still wrestling
Yeah.
That is true.
on a
This is
different
true.
brand
It's
all
true.
these years
And
later.
it's still pretty good.
I was gonna say to LB, I mean, when you guys started this show and he was watching, that was the year that like every TNA pay-per-view was Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and Samoa Joe. All three are still prominently showing up every week on the wrestling.
One is a
program.
world champion. The other one is in like the running for world champion regularly, and the other one is the Office.
But he wrestles occasionally.
Yes, he does.
And he breaks up the fights.
And he breaks up the fights.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. CD needs a
Well
break up the
deserved.
fights. Yes, there you go. TK can buy it and put all the female talent on ROH. I mean, that tournament's been pretty rocking lately. Under 4 mil, says Tina,
That's
For
what I
Ring
say,
of Honor.
ROH.
for Ring of Honor.
But let's be clear on it. ROH was actually sold for under $4 million, and TNA was never sold. They kept it, so we don't even know.
No, wait, no. They were purchased by Anthem.
I know they were purchased by Anthem, but I'm saying they didn't take the $10 million offer, so technically they aren't worth that much. Until you actually buy it, it has no
I
value.
mean, you
That's a
know,
fair point.
what else are you going to do to lead in into New Japan on Access?
I don't know.
What else is on Access
What else is on
besides
Access?
New Japan and TNA?
Movies, I think.
Are they running cops?
Maybe.
Cops reruns?
Is it cops
on there?
reruns? It's probably cops reruns. Maybe they're still showing Enterprise on
They
there.
can't afford cops.
Old
It's the
House.
off-brand cops.
Hold on. Let's see what's on Access.
It's
On
be-
Patrol.
it's better than that.
On Patrol.
On Patrol's
I was
great.
surprised. I was surprised.
Campus
Live cops.
I was surprised. Last week I went to the Static X Seven Dust show down at Stage AE. My first concert at Stage AE because all I watch is wrestling and startup presentations. Yeah,
concert
I've
there.
never been to a concert there in all these years,
Wow.
and it's literally I can hop on a train and be a block
Yes.
away. It's fucking weird that I've never done this, right? And I want to do it so much more.
me know.
Yeah, what's that? Let you
me
know.
know.
Yes. Like Zeke's already sending me other concerts, and look, I'm sorry, I'm not that big a fan of Primus. Sorry. But anyways, like, yeah, Access is the ticket provider down there, right? I'm just
Yeah.
like, shit, they're everywhere, right?
let's see.
Access. Let's see. They have Napoleon Dynamite live.
Do what now?
Oh no! I'm on the ticket
Live?
thing.
I would
I'm,
say
no. I'm
that's
on
the wrong
I'm on the
access.
ticket thing. I'm on. I thought Access.com would have been the freaking TV station. Access TV.
Exclusive Napoleon Dynamite Live only on Access TV. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine how awful that is?
I think it's
Like,
music or something. Let's see. Songs of the '60s. Impact. It's all like it's all old timey. Like here's some Ice Cube, The Big Interview. Let's see. I don't know who these people are. A lot of music stuff going on. Ooh, epic movies of 1983.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, now we're talking. Oh, there's a video
little Tango
playing.
and
Caitlin
Cash.
doesn't remember any of that.
Nope.
Oh,
Hit us
oh
with
wow.
the number one.
I
What's
was-
the number one movie
That's
of
that's some John
1983?
Candy stuff happening there. Oh man, enter our double fun with the REO Speedwagon giveaway. What is happening on here? Foo Fighters. Yeah, there's a lot of music. There's
so
a lot
the
of
answer
music
is
going
nothing else is happening on Access.
On. There's a lot of music happening.
Music
here.
and wrestling.
Yeah, I think Mark Cuban may own a small part of this channel. Looks like one of ZZ Top is on here.
Doesn't Mark Cuban own a small part of everything?
Vinyl
I mean, like
Accession.
when Access TV was first launched, it was like one of the first like fully
Yeah,
all HD.
it was
channels.
HDNet.
Yeah, and it was like a big deal because
Yeah.
they would put on concerts and stuff like that.
Yep,
So
yep.
they've
and-
never abandoned their roots, but they have added wrestling.
Isn't that its own form of abandonment at that
Well,
point?
and they were the ones that carried Ring of Honor at first too.
HDNet.
HDNet, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
So that which got bought by Sinclair, and then they picked up or something. Al, the Al happened.
Live entertainment is in their blood. So back to the live sex celebration.
Yes,
Full circle.
Absolutely. We now know what New Japan is. I saw they actually had they were announcing they were having a 2-hour special, and they were having the cage match. The cage match. The ring surrounded by a fence match.
Your kid liked it.
Your kid liked it. He's 14.
It was right up his alley.
He's right. He's like, we can do this in the backyard.
Oh, blood and violence. This is perfect.
Somebody wanted to go to Home Depot the other day.
Home Depot. That's where you go pick up your doors.
That's great.
Yes. Oh yeah. By the way, there was the greatest thing. The Den of Desire at 880 had a DLC match, was doors, ladders, and chairs. And they're going to Home Depot, and they're like, "This door is too small. This door is too big. This door is just right." And they went through the whole thing, and they're just rolling around a Home Depot doing this video. It was great. I played it before their show.
It was a really bad joke, and I apologize in advance. But did the crowd have to pay extra for that match?
It was ruminating, and I was like, "Where's the joke there?" But of course, Remy finds it.
I don't think any of us did that on commentary or anything.
You
Thank
really
you for
dropped
that.
the ball there.
No, yeah, well, more like drop the door. Oh boy.
Ew.
Hey. Checking in the chat room. Tina in Seattle's out there as well. We will not see the Iconics for a while. Cassie is pregnant with number 2. They are just swapped. Wow.
Making hay when there's hay to be made.
Access TV, the concert promo are one and the same. Yes. That's why I'm so confused, and that's why nobody can find Impact Wrestling. My favorite. What is Big PPC's Bizarre Adventures? Is that what? Is that for real?
Somebody we haven't heard from in a while.
Big PPC. Actually, somebody sent me a bunch of emails.
Oh no.
Because we do have that email address.
Good time.
I've missed you guys. I missed having everybody in the studio to say that. Especially Mayhem Missy's falsetto.
It is the way to do it.
It is the way to do it. It is the prime way to do it.
We already did it.
What
I don't think I'm supposed to do it again.
Sorry.
Well, while I'm out there, let's give a shout out to the people who do still support us after 900 episodes. They haven't been on Patreon for 900 episodes, but one of these guys has been on here for a long time. I don't know when we started Patreon. I should go back and check. So I'm afraid even the person that's giving us $1 a month has probably given us a lot of money by now. So could probably buy TNA by now. Anyways,
that's the next Patreon goal. Is just buy TNA.
And I've just been scrolling it away on podcast servers. Anyways, thank you to everybody that does support the show, Wrestling Mayhem Show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Our friends at the Fan Show level. Bo Diggity!
Woo!
As well as Team Hammerfist and the Tupac family. I loved your Horny for Violence sign this weekend, by the way. Also at the Poppy Club level.
Remedy.
Just out of context, just the Tupac family first,
Right,
which
yeah,
is
I was laughing at
hilarious,
that.
and
Yes.
then the horny for violence, and I'm just like, man, that's
It's
a
a
lot.
whole family.
That's
It's
a
a
lot to
family of
swallow at
3
once there.
that has the sign. I got
Okay.
a picture with them.
Okay.
So,
Fantastic.
and at the Poppy Club level, Dave Profon Partner, spouse of Ruth Jewelry Affair, RuthJewelryAffair.com, Rats in Trench Coats, Tony Kincaid, and at the Pizza Club level, hey, Doc Remedy,
Hey,
The Riz,
Yeah.
Lance Fisher, and at the manager level, Bradley, and the Mad One. You guys can support the show too at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show, where we have Patreon in the bank and Mayhem Mania stuff happening right now, and that is really important. You guys are the first ones we go to get fill in slots. Obviously, I think we have enough people for Mayhem Mania tonight. Maybe too many. I don't know. We'll let Matt figure that out here in a little bit. So you're just like,
Tribal combat.
what's that? Tribal combat? Tribal combat. Okay. Anyways, what was I getting into? Emails.
The
Got-
email.
Hold on. The email. What? I forgot about that bit. I forgot all
It's
about
like that sounds familiar.
The
Yeah.
email.
The emails. I didn't read these. Somebody. Oh, we did get an email. Oh, nope. That's my Twitch email. No. There we go. Oh, not reading that email. Let's see here.
No,
All
read
right.
that one.
All right, hold on. I'm 900 episodes older, so I have to get this a little closer. We got one from the Mad One, who, when first emailed this show, I thought was a girl for some reason.
We've learned so much about each other since then.
Didn't I think the Mad One was a girl from Canada for some reason? Because
but I mean, it's not like his name's been any different.
I don't
the whole
remember.
time.
At some reason, maybe it was because of MySpace. I don't know. Anyways, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe, salutations and happy 900th episode of WMS. WrestleMania is to be shaping up quite nicely. I like how, wow, this is really just how we used to do emails.
Basically, yeah.
I like how the biggest question mark going in is who's going after, I can't read emails anymore, with a lot of really viable and cool candidates. Wouldn't hate if it was another multi-man match. DM Hunk is an absolute menace, and he deserves the belt at Mania, and his feud with Punk in the summer will be legendary.
Is that what he's calling himself?
DM Hunk, I think he is calling himself
Oh,
that. And
Lord.
he's been preparing himself in the morning with his cat. There's been a pretty good video going around. WWE should adjust their schedule to have a big show in Chicago for Drew to get booed out of the building. Yes. Yes. Revolution should be interesting this weekend. I hope Sting has a good send-off and that Swerve is able to become the champ. Other than that, the product seems a little cold for me. Hopefully the pay-per-view gives it a jump start. Happy booking, everyone. By the way, there's been plenty of women's matches lately on those shows. I know that's been a big complaint for a while, but there's been a whole 2 matches on a lot of the shows lately. Not to mention this great tournament happening in ROH. So thank you, Mad1, for that. Oh my God, he sent me some old emails.
Oh Lord.
Oh, he forwarded me old emails. Do we do this? This is from 2010. Jesus. I should have somebody else read this.
Eamon wasn't even born at that time.
I was on the show.
Here you go. Here, take that email.
I believe he was a fetus.
Be careful with
I
my
believe
laptop.
it was fetus
It's
status.
definitely, yes. Fetus
Wrestling
He was a
fetus.
fetus.
Also,
Wrestling fan was a
I was
fetus.
gonna say before. Also, didn't you also think I was like a girl from Canada?
I just really wish more girls
I
watched
think that's what it
wrestling.
is.
Okay, and I was
Okay,
like,
hold on.
and I
think we've
love
gotten-
Canada.
I would say I think we got to the root of the problem. It's not that he mistakes it. Sorg just likes women from Canada.
I mean, have you heard my wife say a boot?
Is
Fair.
that your
Fair.
guys' thing in the bedroom?
Are you reading
That's
this?
her
or not?
thing.
Like-
That's her thing in conversation.
You have a Mountie costume in
one
your
for me and
closet?
then
A mountain costume? No, because that would chafe. What are you guys doing over there?
We're
Don't read
reading
my
emails.
email. Don't read. No, don't read like all my emails.
No, we got
No, send emails as Sorg. That's what you gotta do.
No.
To whom it may concern.
It's just my
Mighty
podcast
so much
email.
power.
So it shouldn't be too bad.
Find that email he didn't want to read.
Send my reply. LOL. Okay.
Okay. All right. What do you got there? What,
um,
is that the one from 2010?
This is from March
March-
9th, 2010.
Oh my
March
God.
9th,
Remember
2000.
when we used to get emails, guys?
Fortunately, our society has advanced past that.
Yes, everybody's in a live chat and
That's
not
right.
on AOL this time.
That's good. March 9th, 2010. I feel like I'm narrating like letters from the front line for the Civil War.
My dearest,
dearest Sorgatron.
my dearest Currys, it is cold on the front line.
I got the song.
You
in
gotta,
my
you
head
gotta
now, and
start
I can't
it.
shake
You
it.
can't-
In honor
come
of
on.
I ate my horse
March
the other day.
9th, 2010.
Okay.
In honor of TNA's return to Monday nights.
What a time.
I
Oh
thought
my God! Speaking of going live,
I thought I would bring back the most hated segment in the history, the TNA report.
no!
TNA hype over the weekend to watch the first 5 minutes, and what did we get? 1, a worst TNA theme song and a decent Hogan promo. The first shock
Our
of the
standards were so low.
Yeah, I know. Let's not talk about him. March 9th, 2010. The first shock of the night was Sting turning on Hogan and Abyss, then shoving Dixie Carter. Shannon Moore.
This was 14
the
years
names.
ago.
I love this. Shannon Moore made his TNA return and gets the X Division title shoot instead of Kaz or Christopher Daniels.
The typing's great.
Grammar's losing.
Well, you had to do it in hieroglyphics back
I
then.
know, it was
I just,
harder.
By the way,
keyboards
I
were
just
so
found
much
I just
different.
found clips from that episode of TNA.
Oh my God.
Doug William versus Shannon Moore at the PPV. Not looking forward to that. Why not? Eamon, why don't you take it?
Classic.
Pick it up.
Next shock, Beer Money turning heel. This leads TNA with only Generation Me as a face tag team.
Better not let those guys go.
Oh,
Don't let those guys slip
oh,
away.
What happened to them?
Man,
Don't let
Generation
them slip
Me.
away.
They weren't gonna do anything.
I felt sorry for Hamada. They couldn't find another woman to team up with her to defend her TNA Knockout Tag titles. Lastly, RVD versus Sting will hopefully happen. I wish they would allow the match to go longer before Sting beat down. Spike fail in the fact they cut away from Impact as Jeff Hardy was going for a Swanton. Before going, I found the Mayhem for best score and musical performance. Remember the Mayhemies?
Mayhemies.
So I would like to award it to DJ Lunchbox and allow him to give us exception speech. Until next week, I'm
Oh.
Sean and I'm out. This one? Yeah.
No.
Oh,
What
that
is
one? No.
No.
They were using that.
We were using
But
it
now
to
that
look
it's
weird on
gone,
the
I
The
could.
only thing keeping the table up.
We were using it to look weird on the camera, Sword.
DJ Lunchbox, did you want to give another exception speech?
I did not prepare an exception speech for this evening. And don't go back and listen to whatever I said at the time.
Yeah, don't look up this episode. I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, go to the next one.
That
There's
email-
more there.
That email was from 14 years ago.
14 years
This
ago.
Sunday, we're having Sting's retirement.
I know, right?
Sting needed to retire 14 years ago.
And RVD's still wrestling here and there.
Yeah, and doing great.
What do you think Abyss is up to?
He's
Good
back.
old-
He's backstage
good
at
old-
WWE. He's a producer now, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
Good
he's,
for him.
Yeah,
Good.
Oh,
Good.
no.
Good for Abyss.
I mean,
That's
they
one
just
name.
don't have him come out and break anything up because he's taller than everybody.
You
Probably.
weren't born yet.
So-
Sorry, that's not.
They just let
That's-
Pete Williams do that.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Pete Williams
Pete
comes
Williams.
out.
Oh, he's just Pete Williams now.
Yes.
Ah,
They refer to him on
yes,
They
yes.
call
commentary.
him
I
Pete.
love that the support staff for WWE is just the X division from 2008. It's just, I mean, it's just like, hey, wait a minute, that's the guy.
This one.
What do you got here? What do you got here?
There was an Indie Minute one that I did, but it's not that
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
come
What was
on.
happening in indie wrestling and God knows when?
I was talking about an AIW pay-per-view or something. but, like,
AIW?
Yes.
What do those guys ever do?
This is good.
Hi,
This is-
Kevin.
this is one
Love
of
you,
those.
Kevin Thorne.
There is a Riz mail though from May
A Rizmail.
from May 16,
Ooh.
2011.
Okay.
It says WMS TNA is changing its name to Impact Wrestling ... or change ... or going to change ... or something ... I don't know ...
It's just like how he talks.
I stopped paying attention. Also, Riz, if you're listening, your grammar is so much better than the first email. Changing TNA to Impact Wrestling and stating that wrestling matters 5 times in a segment, which was aired after an opening match of a pay-per-view where you would expect no useless segments about changing/not changing a match, is nothing but the exact same thing that you were doing whenever it was TNA. If TNA was really focused on wrestling ... there should be wrestling on a wrestling pay-per-view, not segments or tail of the tapes or recap videos. If you want to promote wrestling, then wrestle ... but make it semi-compelling to watch. Well, no, parentheses, with segments on Impact that keep the fans' interest. ... That's how Vince's dad did it.
All right. So, that's how Vince's dad
What would
did it.
Vince Senior do? That's the
Now,
question we
that
all need to
also-
ask
That's the part that
ourselves
didn't
right
age
here.
right.
That's also has some terrible context. By the way, I'm at the table now if I sound a little bit different. Matt has taken over at the board. I can't hear what LB's doing
Mayhem.
because I don't have headphones right now.
Mayhem.
Matt, I
much
want to
mayhem.
snuggle up
Sword,
next
do you
to your
need
wife
this
so I
extra
can hear
microphone?
LB.
No, I just wanted to get closer to LB, so
Okay.
I have to be over here next to the monitor so I can reach out and touch.
Hey.
Reach out and
These-
touch.
Get these
LB.
dulcet tones.
He's rubbing your nose. He's rubbing your nose.
No, don't.
Completely normal. Completely normal.
Hey, this isn't my phone.
Put it on your pants.
Okay.
Put it on your
What else we
Oh,
got?
I-
Was that all this?
I'll finish it up. It says, I'll leave you with a little quote that I made up.
Oh, I like this.
You can paint shit gold ... You can call shit gold ... You can use shit as currency ... But by the end of the day, it's still shit.
Now, is the ... just periods, or does it say ...
No, it's
No,
just
it's
period.
definitely just
Oh.
periods.
Remember, we read all the parts of the email.
Yes, no, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very. Juggalo Jamie emails were amazing.
Oh my god, I don't know what this is.
Until next time, parentheses, like a modern Shakespeare up in this bitch, Riz. Wow, Riz.
Wow, Riz,
Some-
little flexy there at
gusto.
the end, huh?
No, there's a Juggalo Jamie.
Oh, the other mail. Let me do this one. Oh, holy fucking
Other
shit.
mail.
Holy fucking fish tits. LB, I'm back. My God, I wish we could
Good
find
old
these people,
Juggalo
but we never
Jamie.
hear their real names.
Probably for the
Because
better.
Jamie. I don't know what day it is. It's been a crazy time since I last emailed you. I graduated high school. I got, wait, what year was this?
This does
This
sound
is
like a letter
literally
from the
June
front
26,
lines.
2010.
Oh, no.
You are a middle-aged adult now.
Wait, I was older than Juggalo Jamie?
Yeah.
That explains
That was
the writing a little bit.
Basically.
A little bit.
Hey, high school education. I got my grade 12 bitch, and I don't know what I picked for college. Also, I don't want to know. Jamie, I'd love to know what you got for college. Okay, I want to follow up to this. I have been writing a lot of song and some lyrics that are fucked. I haven't watched any
boy.
wrestling in months, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. So you emailed a wrestling podcast. But even if I did watch, would I really know what's going on? ...
Is this Riz?
Nope. Nope. If it's not the other amount, it's some fucking 5-year-old, maybe 2, from Texas / March.
I think
with
that's a
an
shot
X.
at me.
Is that
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
Juggalo
shit.
Jamie?
How many 5-year-olds from Texas
Now,
did we know?
P.S. I have been drinking, fuckers. By the way, I want to note something at the bottom of this email. It says your photo on Bing.ca. You could win a Canada Day. Win on Canada Day. Submit a photo now. So somebody was from fucking Canada.
Somebody was from Canada.
Juggalo
And it
Jamie
was
from Canada.
Juggalo fucking Jamie.
And I mean, with a name like Jamie, that's who you thought was the girl.
Who's
Maybe.
the
Oh my
wolf?
god.
Oh, the wolf. The wolf thoughts on family.
Look at all
value
This has attachments.
gifts in it. Fuck.
Whoa.
And there's an MP3. Hold on a second.
Just called fu.mp3.
Let's see.
Oh, this is like
This is gonna be
minutes.
a takedown.
That doesn't sound safe.
Oh.
we know. We're
Oh,
gonna
whoa,
yeah.
no, no.
It don't
Remix,
care, it's my show,
remix.
bitches.
They're gonna cut us from the air.
That's CeeLo Green.
By the way, we're debuting on a platform tonight. I didn't tell anybody.
What?
I got 50,000 views the other night.
Oh, cool.
What platform is that?
Caffeine TV. Hi guys on Caffeine TV.
Hello,
I'm so glad
Caffeine
you picked
TV.
this up.
Well, hello.
This happens to happen over there.
And there's also just
there's a Taylor Swift meme. What year is this?
well, it was whenever
Could be
Kanye
2024.
interrupted her. This is 2010.
This is 2010 and there's still Kanye. Hey, this 14 years later, still Taylor Swift and less Kanye.
Yeah, a little Kanye.
Sometimes depends
Well,
on what's going
it's
on.
a different. I mean,
It is an election year.
give me that shit right. No, I'm not gonna read this.
No,
No, I don't think we can do this.
Nope.
Who loves orange soda? Okay.
Kel loves
Kel.
orange soda. Kel.
Unless it's Kelly. Kelly loves
All
grape
right,
soda.
I'm just gonna skip around. He's just got questions for us. This is a very long one. I don't want to read this all.
Okay.
Do we get to
Are
answer?
these-
are
Are,
these
we going to
hello
answer
Sorg?
the
Are these
question?
like questions from 15 years ago? What's
Hello, Sorg. Last time
I'm
we
gonna
came to a truce, but when I called you out, you came back with a console. So I wonder if you have the NES on hand. If you don't got it for the show, then I win the feud. Well, I don't have an NES, but you know what I do have? The Wolf. You know what I do have?
I thought he was gonna pull his pants down.
Here's your fucking
Fuck you,
NES.
N64.
Ah, there you go.
Pretty sure.
14 years later,
And
I think
reached
that,
off.
you know,
I reached
it's
in
the
the
same.
studio and pulled out an NES. So,
I thought he was
yo,
gonna be like,
LB.
Yes.
I can't.
He said yes.
He said
He
yes.
did say yes.
Yo, LB. I was wondering, as a fellow ninja,
Oh boy.
how
The
you felt
connotations
about
there.
NXT and Raw. On NXT, Caval won, but the aftermath was a clusterfuck of TNA proportions. They jumped Caval and Riley attacked Percy. Who are these people? And then I lost my mind.
You don't
That
remember
was-
the great name of Percy
You don't
Watson?
remember Percy?
You explain what. Actually, I was thinking about Percy Watson the other day.
That's
That's
not
when
true.
Yeah, he was
NXT.
I don't know what made
Said
me think of
nobody
Percy
ever.
Watson.
Hold on.
Um,
This is when NXT before it was what it is now.
Yeah,
when it was
a
the game show.
Yeah,
Game
it was like
show.
probably the
NXT,
second season too.
Because it was Caval.
You
yeah.
explain what happened because I'm confused.
That's what I
Did
thought.
Jericho lose that loser named Morrison? And did Darren Young return on Raw? Well, Darren Young's in New Japan now, and
Yep.
and like teaching the dojo.
Ah,
So
okay.
I think he's teaching at the American Dojo.
Fred
for New
Rosser,
Japan.
yes, the LA dojo. Yeah, and showed up teaming with Tom Lawler on Ring of Honor a few weeks ago. What? Yeah, and they played up the fact that they don't like each other.
What a treasure.
From New Japan.
Interesting.
Yes.
Can I read the slightly longer part because it's mainly just attacking me?
Okay.
I just realized.
You're feeling the heat from 10-14.
No, because this looks good.
He's
Okay.
getting heated.
Some of you older people will appreciate this. What?
Older people.
It was my gimmick.
Older people.
It was my gimmick. He goes, last week on the greatest podcast known around the universe called the Wrestling Mayhem Show, a member of the great show who has unfortunately got on my bad side said that no one care about the Wolf Pack. Is that little bastard serious? Did WrestleFan shit on Sting and Kevin Nash in one sentence? Keep in mind, this was in what?
2010.
September 2010.
Yes.
So
we're still talking about the Wolfpack.
What?
That was 10 years late.
What the fuck, WrestleFan? Question mark.
Yeah, what the fuck?
3 exclamation points. You have never gotten on my bad side. It's capitalized. On my bad side because you were smart enough to agree with me.
But now that he's a commentator, he can read this so much better.
Yeah. Now you pull this dumb move. Hello, Sting and Kevin Nash's Wolfpack is epic. It's like Triple H and HBK reuniting as DX. The different that wasn't them reuniting on TNA in 2010. Like I was right on that. You know what? This may not be the fault of WrestleBand, but the fault of his generation. What the fuck is wrong with these kids these days? I'm 23 and
Millennials getting blamed for everything.
And I'm starting to see the stupidity of the young kids on the come up. These young fuckers all want some type of claim to fame, but have no respect to those who came before them. Hey, WrestleFan, remember Bobby's World? Remember Batman the Animated Series? Remember the Batman and Superman Adventures? Remember Animaniacs? Remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Never went away.
Which turtle was separated from the group in the first and second movies? Parentheses, Raphael. Remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Name the colors Tommy Oliver has worn as a Power Ranger. Parentheses, green, red, and then black.
Yeah.
And I think that's been updated
Factual.
since.
It
And
has
he's
been
dead
updated,
now.
and he's dead now.
And he's dead.
Remember
Yes,
VR
that's true.
Troopers, Big Bad Beetleborgs, or Samurai Pizza Cats? Remember Bonkers, DuckTales? Remember video games without an autosave? If you knew them all, then we can mend this feud before you end up in a coffin. However, if you do not know at least 3, then I got an ass kicking the size of Texas for you, WrestleFan. Okay, I'm done with you now, WrestleFan. On to Matt.
Is this the real reason you guys left Texas?
This is the great. The beautiful days of the show, we could just threaten people.
Yeah, like that fucking Disney podcast kid. Just,
Oh my god.
That was
That was a
very
rough 6
early
months.
days.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
We gotta get that whole rant in
Wow.
like needlepoint or something
It's
like
great.
that somewhere.
Listen,
That is something else.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like,
a nice
I
poster
feel
on
like
the
wall.
now
Yeah.
you're the one getting pissed about the kids.
Oh, that's so true. That's
Like we've seen you. Also, I was just generally looking around and seeing all the gray hairs amongst us.
Yes.
So I just
The way
I
it- the
mean,
way
you
it
wear
fe-
it well. You
the
wear
way
it well.
at Forbidden Door when they played Final Countdown and nobody sang along to it, I was like, "Fuck off!" That is now I am Wolf. Now I am Wolf. 14 years later.
Wow, the pup becomes the wolf.
Yeah.
Huh. How about that? All right, that's enough of that before we have the cops called again. Were there any more emails? I'm not showing.
I think that's it.
I'm not showing any of these gifts. That is. Oh, I made a sale. No, not here. Holy shit! Thank you for that. Yeah, don't.
Also,
respond
it's
to those
Leonardo
emails.
who gets
That's
separated from the
fucking other
turtles in the
shows.
first movie, not Raphael.
What's that?
It's
right.
Leonardo who gets separated, not Raphael.
Take that,
When?
Wolf.
In the first movie.
Yeah,
It's
Wolf,
not true.
piece of
Wolf.
shit.
It is, because he gets KO'd and he's in the top. No,
Raphael.
No, he's
It
babysitting
is
him.
Raphael.
I shame myself.
Hold
I gotta
on a
Go
second.
sit in the
Hold
corner.
on a
Go
second.
sit in the
man,
corner.
no, don't get you.
It's clearly
that-
Raphael.
he's got.
It is Raphael.
Oh, no, put the stick down.
No, I need struck. I need 30
You do.
lashes.
Struck.
Where did Sword go?
I think to get something to beat
Sorg,
David.
going to-
is extra mayhemy tonight, and
He's
I
going-
blame this man, Doc Remedy, for being
He's
back
get-
in the studio. and
Sorg is
causing all
going to
this.
get a television that has a VCR built into it and the
He's gonna
tape.
wheel-
He's gonna
of the
wheel
first
one of
movie.
those cards out. Yeah.
Like a CAV
I
machine.
want
Yeah.
you
It's
to look
video
at
day.
this photograph.
Yep, you're right. Yep. That's a
Yeah.
fucking awesome photograph. Where did you get that?
Tachi got me that.
That's awesome.
Pass it over here so people can properly see
Well,
it.
I mean, here, there we go.
Don't break it.
That's Leonardo. It's an
Just
awesome
like-
drawing of Leonardo.
That
Look-
is-
look at
but
this
it's like
photograph.
from the movie.
Why he's from the movie.
Yeah.
That's That's what April did in the first
an awesome
movie.
sketch. Yeah. It's
Wait, April O'Neil wrote
It's him.
sketched that
It's
for
him
you?
waiting for Raph to wake up.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
So-
I'm wrong. I'm shamefaced. I
It's
regret my
beautiful.
words and deeds.
I need to put it in a better place.
That first Turtles movie is awesome, though.
It's
You
good.
gotta
Yeah.
admit
second
it.
one's better.
That thing is
Art.
aged like fine
Fucking
wine.
art.
We just don't talk about the third one.
No.
I don't talk about any of that other shit.
I'm a
As
third.
long as collectively we can agree 1 and 2, but not the third one.
I'm a
Every once in
third-
a while, they're like, new Turtle movie. I'm like, is it going to be better than the first one? They're like, I'm like, oh, forget it then. Oh.
Yo, Mutant Mayhem was kind of fun though.
I've heard that
Mutant
about.
Mayhem was very
What?
fun.
I've heard that about.
I
the
tried to go back and watch the cartoon, the original cartoon.
Good stuff.
Aw.
It's
Rough.
rough.
Doesn't hold up.
It's rough.
Hey, I have the entire DVD set and yeah,
Stop
I
banging
didn't-
on the table.
Didn't get too far. I still never watched a lot of those later ones. Like the first probably 5 seasons I'm good with. There's like one that wasn't syndicated on my channel, but you know,
Yeah.
I've watched all the Burger King tapes.
I'm a third movie apologist.
Oh.
No.
I'm just gonna continue holding this picture.
Well, you can do that.
Don't-
Just quit bouncing it off the table.
Great sound zone.
Oh shit!
can
now
hear
I'm-
that, you
now
know.
I'm the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit, now it's
You
really
are the
come full
problem.
circle. Well, what do we do next? You're in control of the show now, Matt.
Give us a fun segment.
You know what?
or
Every
something.
time there's a lull in the action, usually that means it's time to talk about pizza, right, Doc Remedy? Talk about pizza.
I love pizza. I love pizza so much. I am a member of the Pizza Club on the Mayhem Show Patreon.
Go
Do I gotta keep filling for air? That pizza.
Say more. Say more about this pizza
Maybe
club.
a beautiful
I thought-
graphic will pop up.
I thought a graphic was gonna materialize. Anyway, if you love pizza, go to Slice on Broadway.
Slice on Broadway.
Slice on Broadway. That's
Slice on
like
Broadway.
across the street here, somewhere in this
On
general
Broadway.
vicinity of somewhere in Pittsburgh.
It is on Broadway Street
Broadway Avenue.
Avenue. It's a road. It's a street. It's a way.
It's an avenue.
It's a. Could be a drive.
No, it's an avenue.
Oh
God!
my God! Sorg is breaking the mayhem.
Godzilla Sorg
breaking
running
the
through
mayhem.
here.
You're not yourself when you're hungry, people.
no.
This is what happens when
There
you leave
goes
the board.
trying to-
Studio. Go Ghost.
Sorgzilla.
Somebody call the Power Rangers.
But no, yeah, Slice on Broadway. If you want New York style
There we
pizza
go.
from Beachview, Carnegie, East End, or the North Hills, it is delicious pizza. Oh, there it is. Open it up. Let's get
The
it.
best pizza.
Let's smell. We'll
I don't
give
want to
you.
open it up and have it hit the floor because it's the best pizza.
All right, we're gonna give it a. I
the
can't
best
smell it with
pizza.
the lid
Yeah.
The
open
best
in front of my
pizza.
face.
Yes.
It looks
Is that
really good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, thanks.
good.
Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep. It's good. It's great pizza. I eat it sometimes. I was gonna say all the time,
Honest
but
advertising.
I don't lie. But anytime I come to the studio, I enjoy me a slice or two of Slice on Broadway pizza, and you should as well. Go
Do
out of
it.
your way
Do it.
to
Go
go
get
to
some.
one of the 4 locations
Do it.
in Pittsburgh.
Do it. Go get it. Do
do
it.
it.
Do
The
it.
chins are made.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Go get some. Do it.
Get your pizza.
Do it. Get the pizza.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, Matt. What's another
Hashtag slice or at Slice on Broadway on
What?
socials.
You're the one that's
Hello?
abandoned this.
I
You
mean,
you abandoned your post.
You're
you
running
ran
the
off.
show.
Someone had to come in here and grab the wheel.
Okay.
And now look
Drive this thing.
now look at us careening all over the road.
Take
We're-
us
we're-
forward.
Jesus wasn't coming anywhere near this.
Take us forward then.
Take us where? 901? Where do you want to go
What's your
next?
favorite old segment that we don't do anymore?
Oh, you know what you know what? Since LB is here,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see LB just do a real quick remember when. Remember when, LB?
Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
doing
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
When?
yeah, yeah.
Remember when?
Do you remember when
Okay.
we did Remember When?
All
Yeah,
right,
do
so
you remember how to do it? Remember when?
Remember when?
Remember when? All right, so you guys remember on this show we used to do a segment called Remember When, and what we did was we would be like, hey, remember this, remember when this happened, and then we talk about something in wrestling. Now I don't actually was it something good in wrestling, or is, I think it was just something that happened in wrestling. So remember when remember when the Undertaker like went away for a while, and then they brought him back, and then Paul Bearer came out, and he was like, "That's not the real Undertaker. I'm gonna summon the real Undertaker using my magic powers." And he did, because there was a spotlight that came out of the urn. You guys remember this?
Yep.
Remember this? Yeah. So, I guess the question is, what you guys remember when like weird magic stuff happened in wrestling? What was another weird magic thing that happened in wrestling?
A more modern version would have been around 2020 when COVID first happened, and broken Matt Hardy, was able to teleport around Daly's place while making his debut for AEW.
I remember when, also fun COVID memories. Remember when?
Whoa! What a sentence there. Hold on a second.
Remember when the Fiend was literally lit upon fire, and like he just came back, like he was cool after
Like,
that.
I'm cool. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
kicked out.
Remember when Alexa Bliss poured black over her head and it was never explained?
Black goo.
And she came out of a Jack in the Box.
Black goo.
Yeah.
Remember when she shot that fireball?
Yes.
Man, those COVID shows were cool.
Okay.
Does anyone get nostalgic for like the crazy empty arena nonsense that ever happened?
not at all.
No.
Listen, I actually really enjoyed those. That was one of the times I dipped back into wrestling, was during the empty arena time.
Was it one of
It
those?
was weird. It was really weird.
Because you're like, how the fuck does this work?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
Well, I loved. Isn't that when they did the first like stadium stampede?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the whole arena was empty? I
Yeah.
mean, I know they could
Yeah.
always go over when they did other ones over to the football field, and that would be empty. But I mean, the whole arena was empty when they did like
We
some
had
of those
a
first
Royal
ones.
Rumble
Mm-hmm.
with no fans.
Yeah. Weirdest rumble ever.
Yeah.
There was nobody.
Like-
Were they on
to not-
TV though?
I've been
For that one? Were they on their little screens?
Yeah, I
at
think
the Rumble?
probably by then.
Yeah.
Like I
The
listen.
Thunderdome.
I've been at
Yes.
indie shows where the Rumble has definitely outnumbered the fans in the audience, but
I was on a Black Diamond show like that,
yeah,
and there were only 5 of us on the show.
Feel like
I
I
mean,
have
yeah.
one sound on some
Well,
of
there
those
was that one
shows.
time they had the 3 rings filled, and I was like, "There's definitely more wrestlers than fans here."
The economics of wrestling shows don't support that.
No. That was a freebie.
I think Sorg is still trying to figure out how the economics of indie wrestling shows work.
Oh, I do
It
not
doesn't.
understand. I do not understand how I get paid. I can understand when I don't get paid. I just
And then Sorg breaks people's knees.
what? No,
Huh?
If you
not
don't get
this
paid.
year.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
and then-
Sorg doesn't actually do the knee breaking. Sorg has people who does the knee
Yes, that's
breaking.
what Chachi's.
Her name
Not
is
true.
Missy.
Yeah, Sorg's got a guy.
And then Sorg tells us who hurt him, and then we are all sworn to hold a grudge against this individual for the rest of our
Wait,
lives.
is that the same time
I'm
when
not
they
even-
hold up the thing and
Listen.
Sorg points out where they hurt them on the doll?
On the doll. Show me on the doll.
I will begin listing the people who have wronged Sorg, who we now hold a grudge against for all time.
I can't even apparently allude that there may be kind of a problem on social media because I'll get 5 messages about who do we gotta kill. Okay.
Who hurt you?
There was like, yeah.
There's a preemptive in memoriam
the
on the
day
900
where-
episode.
the day where everybody messaged MV Young thinking I was subtweeting him for some reason when I was just having a mindful conversation on Facebook. That was fun.
Never vague
so,
posts.
so we've graduated now, Sorg, from the elder statesman to literally the podfather.
Oh God, what
That's
is
right.
Jagoff called me? He calls me like the. I think he does call me the Podfather or something, and I was like, no, dude.
Yeah, you're the godfather of
No.
Pittsburgh
That
podcasting.
Yeah,
That'll
I've
work.
not. No.
Yeah, I was at those first
If,
pod
n-
camps.
if
yeah,
not
you.
you,
What?
if not
yeah,
you,
yeah.
then
Who was potting
Who?
before you?
Who?
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 Who? Who? Who?
Leo Laporte.
Who?
Leo Laporte
In
and that guy
Pittsburgh?
from MTV.
Does he have 900 episodes?
Yeah, and where's that
they still-
motherfucker
he did
now?
He did like 5 a week, so
Are
he's
they
got a
still
good bit.
podcasting?
So,
That's not
Is he
fair.
still
I wanna know how many
podcasting in
weeks.
2024?
Actually,
And how
I
long
think
are the
he is.
episodes?
I think he is, but he's gotten a little crazier.
Who hasn't?
Well, even like the fact that like I'm always amazed because like how many we were just wrestling fans doing backyard wrestling, and we like almost all we've all worked in wrestling in some case.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Just about.
Like that's fucking crazy, right? Like how many? I pulled the shout outs from episode 700, and you know who I found? Lee Moriarty.
Oh wow.
Who just had a match with
style.
Who just had a match with Shane Taylor against FTR this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, on Saturday night on TNT. Like, what the absolute fuck?
Shane
Taylor.
Shane Taylor.
Missy beat Shane Taylor in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Sure did.
And his response was,
Sure did.
the only reason he did it is because black guys don't skate. That is a verbatim quote from Shane Taylor when he got beat in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
I still remember, walking wild in your basement doing the Batista
Baby
dance.
Batista.
Yeah, baby
Yeah.
Batista.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at them now. They've all grown up.
Now, Baby Batista is like a meme launching himself into the air. My God. If he doesn't have a match with Ricochet at Mania, I don't know what we're doing.
Him, Ricochet, and Logan Paul just duke it out, flip, and launch themselves.
Yeah. That Sterling guy worked out pretty well for himself, too.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I honestly
Apparently
didn't
not well enough.
I honestly didn't hear him. Yes, that's
Sterling
Sterling.
James Keenan guy
Yeah,
did pretty
right?
well for himself.
I'd say so.
And his brother did a couple things, too.
Yeah, it's a lot of, you think of a lot of those early guys from early IWC shows, early Pittsburgh indie wrestling. You got Ray Rowe.
I was just going to say, Ray Rowe beat the shit out of you.
I have Maria Canales' phone number in my phone.
Cool story.
I also have her Playboy.
Did that cost you $5?
No, it didn't. She gave me Maria and Mike gave me the kindest compliment I have ever received in professional wrestling. So.
What was it? What was it?
I was on a Patreon.
What was it?
A year ago. Don't worry about
Tell
it.
us what she said.
What?
The kindest compliment.
No,
That's
they
for
said
Mayhem
that I
After
have
Dark.
the toughest job here.
Oh.
Is that a compliment?
That's an acknowledgement.
It sounded kind from them.
Hey, Sorgi. I don't know how to run the commercials.
You see
So that
button?
I can
Wait,
prepare
you
for.
see that button says playlist at the bottom?
A lesson in podcast.
Hey, DJ LB,
There
thanks
you
for
go.
that.
No.
Remember
at the
one.
bottom of the screen, where you had the
For the
slice
what now?
ad, there's a button that says playlist. That's gray. You know what? I better go over there.
I said, thank you for that.
And all of a sudden, the show stops.
All right.
All
That's
I
the
want to do is
end.
get the people ready for Mayhem Mania, and I can't do it without ripping the lid off of a pizza box, and I
That's
can't
the
do that while I'm
end.
sitting here.
God! What's happening next?
I just wanted
Mayhem
to say,
Mania. But first, more LB. No, more
Yeah.
Sorg. No,
gonna
more
have
Dark
LB.
Remedy.
Sorg.
We're gonna
I
have
just
some more
wanted to.
messages.
No, goodbye. No.
Hold on.
Happy message. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is KC Roar, one half of the 880 Tag Team Champions, the fourth line, and you're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 900. Congrats, Sorg and crew. Have a hell of a show. Let's fucking go!
Hello everyone, Bearcat Keefot here, and Bub here. Hey, pause. We just want to wish the Wrestling Mayhem Show a happy 900th episode. Isn't that right? That's right. You went down? Okay. Whoop. I want to wish them a happy 900th episode. It's an awesome show. Glad to be a friend of the show and everybody involved. Thank you for all the amazing years. But yeah, can't wait for 100 more and that 1000th episode. Meow, that's right. Love you guys.
Hey, everybody in the Mayhem universe. This is Joe Dabrowski, Major League Wrestling, AAA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just want to wish the Wrestling Mayhem Show a happy 900 episodes. I've been on a number of them. I've been able to produce so many projects and get my name out there and do some of my first interviews. And I've grown with the show. I've grown with the host. And it's so cool to see this thing still kicking and all of the thousands and thousands and thousands of other podcasts out there that have 3 listeners, no followers, can't compare to what the Wrestling Mayhem Show has meant to pro wrestling in Pittsburgh. Here's the 900 more, you old man.
Of course I lost a lot of the 900 episodes of Mayhem So so I know the email is good times. Of course, I watch a lot of the 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show, so I know that the first patron is Bo Diggity. Woo! Of course, I watch a lot of the 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show, so I know that the anonymous Mad General Manager used to live in Beacon, Poughkeepsie, and a place that Sorg could never get right. Of course, I watch most of the 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show, so I know that STDs are the perfect Christmas gift. I watch most of the 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show, so of course I know what the Alex Cars rule is, and I've seen the double Alex Cars rule. And of course, congratulations to 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show. Somehow, Sorg, you put up with all of us, and we haven't drove you completely crazy yet. Congrats, everyone.
Myself and Eric Ecstasy, collectively known as Sexual Harassment, were the first ever guests on the Wrestling Mayhem show, going all the way back to episode 1, when Sexual Harassment was one of the most dominant tag teams in the region. And now here we are at the 900th episode, and the Wrestling Mayhem show is showing no signs of slowing down. I cannot wait to see where it goes. I cannot wait for the 1000th episode. Okay. I think I had like 45 seconds, so I don't know what to do with the rest of the time. So just gonna. Oh wait, hold on. I got an idea. Come here. Yeah, I'll just pet this kitty. See, he's a kitty. See, this is Mo. He doesn't talk like Mr. Wink did. But he's kind of. I don't know. I think I'm running out of time. It's probably around like 45 seconds. It's probably out of time. Am I out of time? I'm out of time!
Wrestling Mayhem show 900, and we're still not going to talk about the Elimination Chamber.
We're back.
Aha! Where is the Remedies on the couch? Remedies got the wheel, and Matt is furiously writing on the Slice on Broadway home game back there. So you know what we got to do, guys?
Phil.
We
could, you know what we could do?
See that shit?
I just thought it was kind of like land on the floor, but it went like.
It went.
Almost like went out of the room.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it again.
One more time.
Do it again.
One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time.
Why do I have the curtains open, man? So they can.
Yeah.
You couldn't see, but it landed perfectly.
There you go. There you go.
Get your
All
Mayhem
right.
Mania home game at any
right.
Slice on Broadway. Makes a handy weapon.
Jeez.
Paper cuts galore.
That is
paper
right.
cuts from cardboard.
They're the worst. Lethal.
That's right. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Da-na-na-na.
No, but that doesn't stop.
It is time for Mayhem Mania.
Take a look. Dream hard.
That's right.
Get hard.
That's right.
Get hard.
Mayhem Mania. Wow. Wow.
Mayhem after
That's
dark.
how we get ready for Mayhem Mania.
I
Wow.
dream hard. I get hard. I play hard.
Jeez.
Mayhem.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, my gosh. I feel like
We should have this many people in the studio more often.
do it like this. I got, hey.
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 What are we
Hey.
doing? Is this
Hey.
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 Hey,
No.
Hey.
Hey.
I
You
need
need
this
that
one.
one.
I need this one.
we do.
What's up, man?
Oh my God, I'm a mess.
Matt Carlins.
What's going on here?
He looks like he's
Eamon,
5 weeks into Mayhem
Eamon,
Mania.
Eamon, stop looking at me. You're stressing me out.
Oh my God.
What are you
What are you doing? You dropped Space Jail.
Everybody's out.
It's a jailbreak. Run.
All right.
I've been released.
It's already minimum security.
Well, Sorg, what can I say? We're back. It's the 900th edition of Mayhem Mania. And
Accurate.
I don't know how we're going to do this tonight, frankly. I didn't think about anything on the way over here because, well, I just felt like that would not be in the spirit of tonight's show for me to do any
Mayhem,
planning ahead of
mayhem,
time. So
mayhem.
I'm going to tell you the problem that we have right here tonight. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, I mean, everybody's familiar with the game. I'm not explaining anything to anyone
No,
tonight.
even
I
for
don't
the
know
people, the
anyone
new
an
people that are
explanation.
listening for the first time
The
tonight,
millions
I think
and
that-
millions
I think
on
there's-
Caffeine TV who are watching us that you
Maybe.
did not tell us about.
they wanted everything that IndieWrestling.us had.
And they're getting
They're
it.
getting it, whether they like it or not. I hope my friend in LA is enjoying this.
We're famous
from,
now.
From his office at Nakatomi Plaza.
Does he really?
That's a
Nakatomi Plaza?
That's a shoot.
That's a shoot?
That's a shoot.
Don't fall.
That's how. Okay, he's not German.
Anyway.
I got to tell you something right now, okay?
Yes.
Because everyone's been really excited ever since last week when we said we were going to have Mayhem Mania on the 900th episode of the Wrestling Mayhem show, and they're like, wow, that's going to be a lot of people for one round of Mayhem Mania. But Sorg, I got to tell you, I'm just not sure that that would be fair to the integrity of the game to let everyone make a move. That'd be madness. That'd be crazy.
How many people are here?
It would be
700.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
they can
we
do a fif- if
only
they can do-
have
How many people do we usually have?
5. We usually have 5 people make a move.
How many people are here?
More than
1, 2,
All of them.
4, 5.
All the people.
Well,
There's also a ghost in the building.
The
They
guy
count.
in the back is here now too, apparently.
Oh, that's the guy from the.
You gotta count
That's
him.
the guy for the Boost Mobile down the street. I told to turn down the music earlier. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
6, 7. Well, I mean, look. All right, here's
there's
here's
a-
where
I
we're
mean-
at.
Okay.
All right,
tell-
here's
what-
where
what-
we're at.
What is it?
I don't need to
Okay.
make a match.
What-
Now, last week
Yes.
I volunteer. It's tribute.
we had
I
ourselves.
don't need to make a match.
That's
can,
good.
If that
That's
helps.
the kind of spirit
Yes,
I'm looking for.
okay.
That's the kind
I'm
of self-sacrifice
so
we're looking for
I'm
tonight.
so helpful.
I got you. Explain the problem, and I might have a solution for you.
All right.
Is it alcohol? Alcohol.
Last week,
Optional.
What? He's drinking alcohol.
honey, I never ask you for this. Can you get me another Modelo?
Modelo.
Tonight we're drinking Modelo. I think it's an import.
It's
It
sponsored.
is
Yes, it is.
Can you grab me a
12 fluid ounces, and it is brewed in Mexico.
Sponsor of the show, Modelo.
No, it's.
You know what goes great with a Modelo slice on Broadway?
Sponsor the show, Mexico.
Remedy, we don't
Sorg,
just make up sponsors
here's
anymore. They
where we're
have
at.
real
Where we at? Where's the problem? What's the problem? Talk
Here's
to
where
me.
we're at.
Talk to me.
Do you remember last week?
Yeah, and barely.
And we had a double Alex Cars rule.
Yes.
Well, now thanks to that,
Yes.
put it in this one, honey. Please. It's
Struggling
that
with the
fits
beer
the
koozie.
White Claw. It doesn't fit
It's
this.
yeah, that looks like a White Claw one. That's
You'll be surprised what you
man.
can
You're
fit
just gonna
inside when
you're
enough
just gonna go
beverage is
Buffalo
involved.
Bills and just jack them through a table, aren't you?
That sounded great.
Wait, jacking him under the
Yeah.
table?
All right,
No,
so you remember
through the table?
Not that
through
kind
the
of show,
table.
Sorg.
That's even more
through the
impressive.
table. What is a? No, she's walking away. What?
Last week we had a double Alex Cars rule.
Yes, which means
Therefore, both you,
me,
and Alex Cars have to make a move during this round.
Alex Cars, are you
That's
here?
2 out of the 5 spots.
Are you here, Alex?
My wife
That's
came.
a great question. Am
What
I
if-
here?
Oh,
Are
look,
any
he's
of
got
us actually
skateboarding.
here?
He's got skateboarding going
that's
on.
turn
I
it
was
off.
told that this was Mayhem number 900, so I brought Mr.
900.
900.
That
Ah,
goes.
very nice,
Oh,
very
that goes-
nice.
That goes with the joke from earlier.
It does.
Anyways,
It's a callback.
yes.
So that's 2. That's 2 of the 5 spots.
Yes.
All right. My wife came with me.
Yes.
I am totally letting her make a move if she wants to.
Sure. I have, that means you have
And
2 more spots.
LB is here.
Yes.
There ain't no fucking way I'm letting him walk away without making a move. Blindly flailing about with his very modest wrestling knowledge now, trying to make a match.
shucks.
Yeah, you're damn right you're making a move tonight. All right, so that's
Which names
4.
can I remember?
What? That's 4 for 5 spots.
Yes.
Now, how are we going to figure out who's going to make, who's going
can
to
I
fill
reason?
that extra spot?
Will
Tribal
you-
combat.
Will you add
Yeah,
one more
tryouts.
spot?
I need one more person.
No. Will you add one more spot to fill?
Will I allow 6
Will
players
you allow
tonight?
6 players tonight?
I'll
And
allow 6.
I have a counter solution for you.
What's your counter solution?
Couples picks.
Because you lost.
We
those
have
little
2
Bamwood game, I'm
perfectly
slightly
symmetrical
disrespectful.
couples here that fill the last 2 slots.
But are you playing, honey?
Perfectly symmetrical?
You wanna make-
You gave her a spot.
It
I
seemed
gave
like
you a
the right
spot,
word
right?
at the time.
It depends on
Okay,
how
okay,
you cut
2
us,
and
but
2.
yeah.
Number
You
and
could,
number.
yeah, you could
Help
cut
me
us
out
right
here.
in
You're,
half and
help
we're
me,
symmetrical.
help me out here. You're the teacher.
We're not symmetrical.
Amen. Wait, amen.
2 and 2. I got 2 and 2.
I mean, that's even or equal or, it's
I'm
not
evoking.
symmetrical.
I'm evoking you losing us, Mayhem in marriage or whatever it was called, and I'm taking the pick.
In marriage.
We're good. All right, we're good. All right, 6 players tonight.
Well,
What fun!
that's
No, I
right.
can't wait.
The Mayhem show will begin and end your marriage. It's,
Right?
it's only full circle. It's a circle of mayhem.
All right. All right. So,
What do we got here?
what do we got here?
What do we got here?
We are into round 5 of our
Mm-hmm.
annual competitive thought experiment. The object is to create the best WrestleMania card possible within the confines of the current reality in which we all live. Everyone who's hurt is hurt. Everyone who's in jail, in jail. Everyone who's out of commission, out of commission. If they're in WWE's orbit, you have access to them. You are Ari Emanuel with unlimited resources and 0 self-control. So,
Sounds like Vince.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson with unlimited resources and 0 self-control.
That sounds like Vince.
Dwayne The Rock
He's
Johnson.
gone now.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson in a fancy jacket.
Yes.
Did you just say Dwayne the Rocks Johnson?
Dwayne's Rocks Johnson.
Right. We have
Wait,
a
it's
Get
Johnson.
hard.
we have an 8-match card.
Yes.
We have 6 players.
Right.
They will
Yes.
try to make changes or perhaps even an improvement to this card,
Allegedly.
and we'll see if they're strong enough to survive.
Sure.
If they will last 3 weeks without being altered in any way, they
Sure.
would graduate to the Super Card, Sorg. We already have 1 match on our Super Card, don't we, Sorg?
Yes, we do.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor, created by Brandon and KC. Woo, hot diggity. What a job. Thanks, Brandon. Actually, you're very good at this game this year, Brandon, so good job.
Yeah, that's a pretty good match.
Yes, thank you. We also, now not everyone is available for our players to use Sorg because some individuals have been placed in a place that we lovingly refer to as Space Jail. Presented by
Dun, dun,
Slim
dun.
Jim. Right now, here's who's in Space Jail. Cell number 1, Logan Paul. Cell number 15, Patrick McAfee. Cell number 10, Mordecai. And cell number 2, Jade Cargill.
I didn't know Mordecai was 2 names.
So fucking good.
Lord Elijah Kai.
Let's just give a second here for this to wash over LB for a second.
That's so fucking good. The graphics, all of it. That's just beautiful.
I love the
5
Space
stars.
Jam logo.
Shouts to Team Ham
Or
for the
Slim
intros.
Jim Space Jail logo is fantastic.
Now, being in space jail is not a life sentence, as we learned last week. You can't escape space jail. Hey, Sorg, remember when Johnny Michael Enrico put Jerry the King Lawler in space jail and spun the wheel and he immediately escaped? Goddamn, this game is too real sometimes.
So he had a day pass.
He had a day pass, yeah. He had that Dominic Mysterio sentence. He was in and out.
He had a conjugal visit. Listen. I've seen his phone. I see what's on it.
What? Who's?
Jerry
Johnny Michael Enrico's?
No, Jerry Lawler. One time I accidentally looked over his shoulder, and that was a mistake.
God damn you, Sorg.
Finding out Jerry Lawler is creepy would be just as,
Yeah,
unsurprising as finding out
And I
Vince
think
McMahon
he was trying
creepy.
to show the pictures to Matt Hardy, if I recall. So it was really weird. It was like 10 years ago, so whatever.
Lawler's
He was
creepy.
like,
Who
oh,
knew?
don't worry, the statute of limitations has run out. We're
I'm
good
just
now.
like, oh, that's all of that girl. Okay.
Jerry Lawler was like, here's the ringside pictures I took during the live sex celebration.
Yeah.
Another callback.
Hey.
Full circle again.
Yes.
All right. So
We're just circling.
So
yeah, matches.
So Sorg,
Yes.
every week we spin the wheel. We see if someone can
yes.
escape from Space Joe. You heard me rattle off the cell numbers. So Dr. Remedy is going to spin the wheel of Space Jail, and we'll see if anyone can escape from Space Jail tonight. Or Mayhem Missy will spin the wheel of space. Spin. Give it a big spin.
Okay.
Wheel of Space Jail. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
I can't actually see it, so
What number is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Number 1.
Logan Paul has escaped
Oh, I'm so
from
sorry.
Space Jail. And I will remind all our players,
I'm
there is
so sorry.
there is no double jeopardy, so Logan Paul is free, cannot be sent back. But Pat McAfee, Mordecai, and Jade Cargill remain safely incarcerated where they can't hurt anybody. But Logan Paul is on the loose, once again patrolling the streets.
No, he's patrolling a forest in Japan.
Oh no, we ain't going there.
One time, one trip to Japan, and y'all never let him live it down.
He wrestles great now. Let's just forget about it.
He had a shitty tour guide. Anyways, shall we do the matches?
Hey, man, you were like in high school when that happened.
Oh, come.
Hey, since you're so chatty, why don't you two make the first move?
No, wait, we gotta do the matches.
Oh,
Yeah, go with matches.
I made these.
How do I know what you're going to make without the matches?
Spoiler alert, you two are making the first move. And then we're going to go to Doc Remedy and Mayhem Missy. And then we're going to go to my wife. And then we're going to go to LB. And then we'll have Alex Cars. And I feel it's only suitable that Sorgatron bats clean up tonight. So don't screw this up.
I haven't done anything.
All right, let's go through the matches.
Yeah.
The best part. Oh my God! Here we go. Oh, that's right.
Did I
okay,
get everybody this
that's
time?
everybody. Sorg.
Yeah.
DIY. This might be confusing at first glance, but I will explain it to you as I would a child.
Okay.
DIY versus Pete Dune and Tyler Bate versus Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci versus Becky Lynch and Brutus Creed. That's right. Created by
I know.
the anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager. Rhea Ripley versus Chelsea Green. Created by Katie Arquette. Thea Hale versus Nikki Cross. Created by DP. Bianca Belair versus Julius Creed. Created by the anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz versus John Cena, created by Brandon and KC.
New OnlyFans star, John Cena.
Oh, here we go. That's right. Settle down, honey. Cody Rhodes and his dog Pharaoh versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Ava. And yes, that is CM Punk's dog Larry. That is a three-way tag team match. That is Cody and Pharaoh versus Roman and Solo versus Ava and Larry.
Yeah, I might have fucked
Created
up.
by The Riz.
I might have fucked up ChatGPT on that one.
We have pictures of Larry. I don't understand how that happens. Mako Satomura versus Braun Breaker, created by The Riz.
We gotta
I think
change
it's the
his
last
name.
one. That's right, The Rock, versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, created by Johnny Michael Imrico.
Never seen that match before.
Is Stone Cold
What year is this
currently in
again?
WWE? Does he count?
He's currently.
It is the year of our Lord 2024, everyone.
Okay.
In case you're
I just want to
wondering.
make sure it wasn't 2001.
Stone Cold wrestled 2 years ago. Last year? Last year. Did he wrestle last year?
2 years ago.
2
No,
years
2
ago?
years ago.
That was in Dallas.
2 years ago.
It was in Dallas.
Okay.
Stone Cold wrestled 2 years ago. The Rock is wrestling this year.
Maybe.
This can happen.
Maybe.
Okay? This can happen.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
So we're up first.
You're up first.
So just to clarify the rules, because it can't.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what you can do here. You can, like, swap an individual or a team out and swap in a new team or a new individual. You can just straight up add someone or a team, make it a 3-way, make it a 4-way, make a 5-way into a 6-way, make a 4-way into a 5-way. You can kill a match entirely, bring in a new match with entirely new people. And is that it, Sorg? Did I cover everything?
There's no interpromotional play.
No, you need to keep it within the orbit
Within
of
the family.
WWE.
Can I make my suggestion as to what I would do if that rule was? Because I
Sure.
would totally. There would be genuine money in nixing Roman and Solo from that 3-way tag and putting in the Young Bucks so they can finally have the confrontation with Larry that we've all been wanting.
Matthew and Nicholas.
Yes.
So what are we thinking?
All
What
right,
do you?
The clock is up.
The shot clock is running
Oh,
tonight.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah,
on
you
top
are.
of Merlin's face.
I feel like we should fix whatever the Creed brother. I don't know how that happened.
Fix.
But
Yeah, watch Fix when there's dogs on the.
Oh, jeez.
Would it make sense to just put Seth with Becky?
Yeah.
To like
60
make that
seconds
match
on the clock.
make more sense.
No help from our studio audience, please.
60 seconds.
Mum's the word.
We're hearing everybody in here. LB, you trying to remember anyone
What
on
do
the WWE
I think
roster
so.
right now?
I like that.
You
Is
like
there-
that?
Yes.
Oh, you think I'm not on the Wikipedia page
add
at this
in,
moment?
Everyone goes on the Wikipedia page.
Lunchbox just goes and points somewhere.
I appreciate the floating timer.
Yeah.
It's keeping me very entertained.
So taking
Dude,
I have time for
Oh, I
LB
was
to be
just gonna
like,
add
hey
another
Siri,
team to make it
tell me the
interesting.
top 10
It would be
WWE
30
wrestlers.
seconds
Yeah.
on the clock, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Hey, there
Hey
you go.
now.
with Johnny
30
Gargano's
seconds on the
wife.
clock.
It's still
20
with WWE,
seconds.
Right?
Oh, okay.
What's her name?
Candace,
all.
yeah.
I need
Candice
half that
LeRae
time.
and Seth Rollins
But put
added
it on.
to that.
But put it
as
on
a-
that match. Sure.
Yeah.
This
Sure, why
makes
not?
it
So
feel
you
like a
have-
game show again.
So you have couples
7,
fighting against each
6,
other. That's
Oh,
what we're
yeah,
doing.
that's never
Okay,
been done before.
okay.
4, 3,
3,
2.
All right, go on. What you got?
We said it.
I'm
So-
gonna you know.
It's
so.
Pittsburgh. We count here.
Not well, but
Oh,
we
wait.
do it.
It's Rey Mysterio.
For that
It's not
four-way-
Daniel Bryan.
Ah, fucking Rey
It's
Mysterio.
not Daniel Bryan.
For that 4-way tag, we're gonna add another team in to create a 5-way tag
Okay.
in that matchup. I don't know if you have room on the board, but who's
But it's going to be Candice LeRae and Seth Rollins to
Okay.
make spouse versus spouse.
Okay. All right.
That'll-
this is good. This is
that'll be
the
great.
this is the kind of action I like to see. That's good. That's good. I like it. All right. So now it's going to be Candace.
so you got the Becky Seth stuff
freaking- Yep.
doing. You got Candace and Johnny and that. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, a couple probably. I don't know.
All right. So this match is now a 5-way.
What?
DIY versus Vinci and Kaiser versus Bate
fuck.
and Dune
There's no-
versus Becky and Brutus
You're gonna have to
Creed
find room,
versus
sir.
Candice LeRae and Seth freaking Rollins.
There's room on top of his abs.
There's plenty of room there. Sorg. There's lots of room. All right. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay.
We do not
I'm gonna
support
crash your
covering
computer,
abs
Sorg.
here on the Mayhem. We do not cover
All right.
abs.
Let's go now to our next players, Dr. Remedy and Mayhem Missy. 90 seconds on the clock.
Reporting for duty.
Yes. Let's go.
So am I allowed to just take over?
Don't you always?
Hey now.
Happy husband, happy life.
Whoa. 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 Somebody's walking home.
Reminder: 80 seconds.
You have only 75 seconds to resolve your relationship and make a pick.
Ah, that's a
Well,
lot.
I already know what I want my pick to be. I'm curious. What would your pick be?
Just make your pick.
Okay. I'm going to remove. Oh, boy.
Your microphone. Remove your microphone.
But at least you have the
and-
other one.
You have a spare.
Yeah, use that one.
I'm going to remove Mako Satomura.
Who's currently facing Braun Breaker.
I hate his last name. They need to change that.
Yes.
2 Ks.
It's weird.
It need just one. I keep Breaker. Just get 1 K in there.
2 Ks.
I have plenty of time.
Says the guy with 2 Ds.
What are we
You're
doing?
just gonna run down.
Just
the clock.
Mako? Just Mako?
Just remove Mako.
35 seconds.
And then
This
we are
is gonna
going.
get better. Don't
Our
worry.
Baker room.
We are going
faces
to
himself.
add
30 seconds.
because this match is going to
He's gonna
be
use all 30 seconds.
it's going to be an implosion of the Wolf Dogs. And we are going to add Braun Breaker versus All Hail King Corbin.
I knew we shouldn't have given him another
You
move.
gave him a turn. This is, I mean.
Oh no. Oh no.
All hail. Oh yeah, get a look at that, Sorg.
I knew that's
Sorg,
what needed
switch
done.
cameras. Sorg, switch cameras.
What? What? What the fuck is happening?
Sometimes you need a little help from your friends.
Team player right here.
Okay. All right. Who's
That
next?
brings us to my wife. Here you go,
It's,
wife.
it's upside down.
Yeah,
It's
Nope.
ups-
It is.
It's
It's
upside
upside
down.
down. It's
You're
like
just
the-
like that guy in the front
Because
row.
the slice on Broadway's the other way.
It's like when they hold their title up upside down and don't realize it, and nobody tells them, and they look dumb.
The moment's ruined.
All right, first of all, never mind with Braun. I thought his name was Braun Beaker. This whole time.
That's
This
a different
whole time,
gimmick.
every time he would pop up on my TV, I would talk like Beaker.
So her pick is she's removing the first R from his last name.
And removing him from the match and adding Beaker.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
did you hear? He
son
got
of a
signed. He
bitch.
got signed. Didn't you hear?
Beaker? Yeah.
Wasn't he like one of the Raw GMs or something when they had
I
the?
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Him and Honeydew.
Checking up with the cousins, Seamus.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
even
if
give her a timer?
Jeff Keighley can
Oh
get the
shit! Yeah,
Oh.
unique.
Foul on the play.
A floating one, preferably.
if Jeff Keighley can get the Muppets every year for the Game Awards, I'm sure
Surely
WWE
there's somebody
can.
that you like in all of WWE who isn't on this card yet.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
bump
where's
that up.
Randall
There
at?
we go.
Randy.
Where's Randy? What are we doing with Randy?
Let's.
Really, Randy?
Down.
I was gonna say you can't play Dean
He
Ambrose.
was nice to me.
I'm just over here influencing things.
Randy.
30 seconds.
Take all the time you need. I did.
Crap. This is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yes, it
when
is.
I'm watching at home, I'm just like, oh,
I'm just like
la la.
think of the wrestler you like the most and cram them onto the card wherever you feel like you need.
Preferably in the 5-way tag team.
7,
Yes.
10,
Add him to the 5-way tag.
9,
Oh,
8,
God. Oh,
7,
geez.
6,
Oh,
5,
stop.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's still Rey Mysterio.
Jesus.
Oh, we're adding
He
Jesus
is
to the
not,
card.
in, he is not in the company. He's not.
He's gonna
We're
finish
not
the
booking
story.
Jesus this year. We back to basics. Back
Yeah.
to basics
Yeah.
is the theme of the
Jesus
year.
is going to
Only-
tag team with
only-
Shawn Michaels to
only-
make it a 6-way match.
HBK and Jesus.
No, it's a handicap match with Jesus on his own team.
Because Jesus is all he needs.
All right, can I? Oh, all right, I want to take the Rock out.
Whoa.
What now?
Whoa.
I wanna take the
whoa,
Rock out.
whoa.
Suck it, Dwayne.
And do what?
Just erase
And put
the
Logan
sword
Paul.
from the-
Oh!
Oh, no.
Love it. I freaking love it. That's
That convict.
That's good. That's a spicy
Put that
pick.
convict on the card.
One unflattering trip to Japan, and y'all are all over his ass. Just let him live his life.
Fan Fantasy, that stunner's gonna be great.
So I visualize Stone Cold crushing beers, dumping them on himself. Logan Paul crushing Prime, dumping it on himself.
Oh my God, I'm amazing. Imagine when he like comes out with the Prime truck and on the
Ah,
go
there you go.
home and like tries to like
Hose him down. Yeah,
hose him down. It'd be
yeah.
amazing. High five.
Thank you.
But LB? Pressure, man. Pressure. LB? Do you know anybody on the WWE roster right now?
This is a tough one. I've got a couple ideas.
Use Mordecai.
90 seconds on the clock.
90 seconds. Okay.
No
what?
Mordecai.
Repeat. No Mordecai.
Remind me again what match Rey Mysterio's in.
Oh, I would love to. Created by Brandon and KC. It is John Cena versus The Miz versus Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
According to the graphic, it's just John Cena.
What the hell?
Wait, why can we see him?
He's the only one we can see.
This is odd.
OnlyFans star
Okay.
John Cena.
I love my son Dominic.
All right, I'm gonna go with my first.
No help
my
from the
first
studio
idea.
audience.
First idea, best idea. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
The 5-way tag match, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, save me from this graphic.
Give me that rundown one more time.
Yeah, I'd love to. DIY versus Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus Becky Lynch and Brutus Creed versus Candice LeRae and Seth freaking Rollins. LB, how many of those individuals are you aware of?
More than you think.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not the Creed guy.
More than you think. Yeah, no, I don't
20
know.
seconds.
That is.
Oh, they're right up your alley.
Fuck. I can't think of the name.
Nine,
Shit. Hang on. Oh, okay.
8,
Can you describe them for us?
6.
All
Five.
of them
All of them
versus Dexter Loomis
Uh-huh.
and Indy Hartwell.
Okay.
There you go.
What the
Six
fuck?
way.
Six way. Make the graphic, Sorg.
Sorg. I'm gonna make you feel better. You're batting clean up tonight.
He just erased.
Yes, I've been considering that actually a lot right now.
Just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
Good news, Eamon. Alex Carr's rule. All right. Let's go to... Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, thank you very much, LB. Alex Carr's in another part of the world.
Canada.
California. Calendar.
In a skate park. That's
Canada.
right.
I
Tony,
think he's a
the
girl from
Tony
Canada.
Hawk of Mayhem Mania, Alex Cars is here.
Oh, I can feel that in my ankles. Oh, yeah. So, okay, I'm having to think. And,
90 seconds on the clock.
Jen, what's your schedule look like for next week?
What's your schedule look like for next week, he wants to know.
Are you free to be here next
free
week?
to come back next week? Sure. Yeah, she's free. She's got nothing going on.
Good, because I can't let that Stone Cold versus Logan Paul.
Why
match
not?
stand. Sorry.
That's a good match.
No.
All right, do your thing.
So that match is gone.
Gone?
GOONNE gone.
Okay. Where's that clock, Sorg?
Oh, it's hold on. Let me give it some
You
time.
gotta give him the coming out of the timeout
go.
version. Okay.
And in its place, because he is technically cleared, he said that he's happy in his role, but he is medically cleared. In his place, I'm gonna put Robert Roode.
Whoa, he just retired, I thought.
No, he's been working
But I
backstage.
did see an interview where he said that he could technically still.
He could technically still go. I never seen nothing about him.
Everyone can do one more match.
Retirement
Exactly.
means nothing in
That's for
wrestling.
Flair.
Okay, go on.
Exactly. So we got Robert Roode, and he's taking on R-Truth.
Okay.
So this match is now called the Glorious Truth.
And the placement is still correct, so this is going to be the main event.
Glorious.
I mean,
R-Truth
if nothing
deserves
else,
it, so does Robert Roode.
If nothing else, it gives me another chance to say, Bobby Roode, the
Son of-
Australian bounty hunter. Okay.
Son of Rick Rude.
Sorg,
Not accurate.
would
In
you
my
like to
world, it
make?
is.
Okay.
Thank you, Alex Cars. See you
Truth
next
is gonna
week,
cut
wife.
promos like he's Rick Rude, that's for sure.
Sorg, before you go, I have a question. I have a question for
Point
LB.
of order.
Hey LB, have you heard Bobby Roode's glorious theme song?
No, I don't believe I have.
I would look that up at some time. It is truly glorious.
It really
I
is.
think you would really enjoy it.
It's something you really needed to experience.
Look, somebody
in the
needs to send them
stadium.
one of the
It's-
entrances from NXT with that.
Yeah.
And all of the and just look up DIY Bobby Roode Glorious.
Glorious bomb.
Yeah, glorious.
Glorious bombs. Yes. Yes.
All right. Yeah.
You'll enjoy that. All right. All right.
Can we
All
all
right.
give LB homework where he has to watch like
Yes,
one
yes,
thing we
yes.
suggest?
I mean, we used to do that.
LB,
I've got a 1-hour cage match.
Mine's only 3 minutes.
The cage match is on Access TV Thursday night. Clear your schedule.
Do you have Access TV? Does anyone?
I don't know.
Does anyone?
Sorg, you're up. 90 seconds on the clock.
All right, now I don't even need 90 seconds. Listen. You gave me too much power because I am getting just this thing has gotten too out of control, and I'm going to clean up a little bit.
But what match are you could you possibly be speaking?
As long as you don't touch any of the couples against couples, we're good.
Where were the couples against couples?
In the six-way.
In that six-way, of
Wait,
course.
in the six-way?
Yes.
You can take out any of the other pairs.
I was going to just eliminate the whole damn thing.
No.
Because there's too many people in there. And it's going to crash
Dexter
my computer.
Loomis.
Dexter Loomis, yeah. Oh, I watched the Tacoma FD with Dexter Loomis on it the other day, LB.
I don't know what that is.
It's the guys that did Super Troopers, but they're firefighters.
Yeah, now they're firefighters.
It's on
Oh,
True
okay.
TV. There's 4 seasons on Netflix, and they just got canceled.
I'm sorry, LB. It's like you were frozen in ice for 10 years and we just thawed you out.
Man.
True TV? I don't know what you're talking about.
Him and Sawtooth Willie got stuck in that iceberg.
Jen still sends me Sawtooth Willie videos, by the way. Sawtooth
It
Willie.
was cold in there, but I was still kicking.
The thing of it is,
I mean, you got to convince me not to delete that match right now. Because,
who will fight for this? Who will fight for this?
Convince me.
Add one more.
It's either add or
Well,
kill
here's
it
what I
entirely.
want to do.
I mean, if that is
Here's
the
what I
fate
want
of
to
this
do.
match is that it will be killed eventually.
My finger on the pawn is delete and replace with Ricochet versus Walkin' Wild.
Okay. Is that your move?
I think it is.
He doesn't want to kill the match.
He doesn't want to kill him because he knows it's going to be a triple
doesn't wanna
Alex
make
Cars
the
roll.
graphic.
He knows full well that it's
triple Alex Cars rule. What do we do then?
We invite. Basically, this round happens again.
It is a round.
minus you.
Logan Paul's available
Instant
to add.
Patreon of the bank round. That's what
Logan
we
Paul's available?
They're
Yeah, because he killed that match.
auto-graduating.
Oh, he
So you
killed
could
the
add him
Logan
to
Paul
make that a
match?
triple
Oh, well,
threat.
let me see that again then. Okay. Let me see. All right, tell you what. I am going to. God, I can't do anything with R-Truth. That's great. That's Julius Creed and Bianca confuses me. Rhea and Chelsea give me other feelings. Stop moving it. I don't even know. How am I going to do that? Kill. Cena Miz Ray. And make it Ricochet and Walkin' Wild. I want something that's not going to be a default in 2K24.
I want one of those 2010 matches. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah. That feels like it's the best card possible. I've seen it.
You've seen enough.
I've seen 3 different versions of that on SmackDown.
All right. Thank God, only a double Alex Cars roll this week. So.
Although I really wanted to see what you do with the triple.
Which one?
If you had a triple.
If I would have had a triple,
Yes.
it would have gone just like the double, except there would have been even more inconvenience for me.
Yes. Yes. It was the pain in your eyes that made me change it. But I'll be cursing you when I,
I
make
just
that
didn't
graphic
know
tomorrow.
how we would convince LB to come back next week.
Mm.
We have to refreeze him after the show.
Listen,
Put him back into
if I come
back
if I come back next
suspended
week-
animation.
If I come back next week for more Mayhem Mania, I'm adding Otis and Chad Gable to that 6-way tag match to make a
I take
7-way
back
tag
my move.
match.
I take
I
back
go,
my
no,
move.
no, 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 no. Just let him go in peace. He's done enough. He's done enough.
Ah.
Let's go over the match card. Let's go over the card after this latest round of changes. Robert Roode versus R-Truth, created by Alex Cars. Cody Rhodes and his dog Pharaoh versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Ava and CM Punk's dog Larry, created by The Riz. Rhea Ripley versus Chelsea Green, created by Kitty Arquette. Julius Creed versus Bianca Belair, created by the anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager. Thea Hale versus Nikki Cross, created by DP. DIY versus Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser versus Tyler Bate and Pete Dune versus Becky Lynch and Brutus Creed versus Candice LeRae and Seth freaking Rollins versus Dexter Loomis and Indy Hartwell, created by your old pal LB. Braun Breaker versus King Corbin, created by Doc Remedy and Mayhem Missy. I'm sorry, Mayhem Missy, you have to take
I don't
shared
want credit
custody.
For, I don't
of
want
you
credit
did
for
this.
Baron Corbin.
You
I
allowed
don't-
this to
I
happen.
don't want
You
it.
allowed this with your careless behavior. Finally,
the wolf dogs will implode.
Ricochet Wolf Dogs implode. Ricochet versus Joaquin Wilde, created by Sorgatron. Sorgy, guess what? We have had another match graduate. And I'll tell you which match graduated on
Next week.
Talking Mayhem Mania.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Hey, I got an update to one of the questions we had earlier. You know what we're up against right now on Access TV?
Oh,
What are we up against?
Cash Cab.
Come and get it, baby.
I just found the schedule graphic, the primetime schedule graphic. Oh,
Why would you
no.
say that? Now everyone's going to turn us off to watch
I
Cash Cab.
know. Sorry,
Hey,
Caffeine
what's
TV.
next? What's next after us on Caffeine TV? I'd like to do an ad read
After
for
us is no, I don't
them. Coming
think
up next on Caffeine TV.
I don't think it works that way. We're on an app
Oh.
just like the NWA.
So you're
Wait,
saying
are
we're
we
like
talking-
barely at the NWA level right
you know
now?
what? That's kind of good. Let's promote
rappers,
other
the
things
NWA?
on Caffeine TV.
Let's be a
Hold
good
on
business
a second.
partner.
Yeah, let's see. You know what's happening right now? Las Vegas Open on Billiard TV.
Oh, really? I'd like
Yeah.
to check that out.
There you
Shoot
go.
the 9 into
Little
the hole.
billiards.
Yeah.
That's pull for you folks.
They
in the
only have
States.
50,000 views, so let's help them out.
We got that. Get that big lead in.
That's right.
We can be their Big Bang Theory.
We're here to help the community. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Now what do we do? Oh God, we're on the
what
front
else-
page.
what else-
Oh,
what
we're on
else
the
can
front
we
page.
promote?
Oh God, 85,000. Okay.
It's us, your favorite
TV.
show. We're here.
There you go. There you go.
Is there anything
Live
else
from
we could
Pittsburgh.
promote?
They don't understand why we don't talk about wrestling on this show.
On the Wrestling Mayhem
no.
show.
This is I mean, I think they were confused.
Are we going to talk about Elimination Chamber now?
I think they were confused when they watched the wrestling show on Friday night. So, speaking of there, where is wrestling? And if you're here, indiewrestling.us, we do have Misconnections too. That was last Friday, of course. The most talked about, sometimes but from people that you don't want to be talking about it. But whatever. You check it out for free on several platforms. Don't worry about that. I'll
Any
tell you
press
later.
is good press.
You ready for a show that's so good I have to have uncomfortable conversations about it? Go check it out at indiewrestling.us. Also, Thursday nights fights every Thursday night, live and free all over the indiewrestling.us streaming platforms, wherever that may be. We even squeeze it into that vertical thing on Instagram for you guys that are just sick fucking bastards. And of course, a lot of great stuff. RWA, what is it this month? Is it March to Victory is coming up?
Is it March?
And who is the guest?
The Sandman is coming to
Are
RWA to
you
destroy
ready?
our audiovisual equipment.
Yeah.
Wait, what
No.
year is it?
Yes.
What year?
What?
What year is
It's
it?
2024.
The Sandman.
Are we sure?
The Sandman.
He was frozen in ice and we thawed him out. He's coming.
Why?
The Sandman.
Why
poured-
not? He's
Why?
gonna fight Chris Taylor.
This month it was Tommy Dreamer and Norm Connors,
Right.
and last month it was Gangrel.
That's right.
Yes,
Oh.
right.
And he didn't get a drop of blood on our equipment.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Sandman
good.
poured
That
a beer
red
in my
viscous
mouth.
liquid.
You put a beer in your mouth?
Yep, at an IWC show, and I
Yep.
crushed the can on my forehead
About
afterwards.
some 10 years ago.
I remember.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember that.
Remember that?
That's That's your remember when. All right, guys. It is time to find out, what did you learn from 900 episodes of Wrestling Mayhem Show?
Oh, I studied for the wrong test.
Ah.
I learned something in wrestling this week.
Yes?
I did.
You can also give that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What now?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if I learned it for the first time, but it's more of a realization. I was reminded this week that a lot of the things that happen in WWE are more fun when they're organic. But then WWE goes and says, like, well, we want to help. We want to make this overproduce it, basically. I have 3 examples from history. Braun Strowman.
Wow, this is a dissertation.
Teacher.
Well, last time I was here, I was so unprepared. So
Yes.
now I'm prepared.
Wow. Thought about this for like 2 weeks.
Braun Strowman was doing this gimmick where he was running around the ring. And they were like, oh, he's like a train. And he was, knocking people over. Haha, funny. Wow, that's cool. Then they decided to add a train noise to it. Why?
And
then
his
it's not
entrance
cool anymore, right?
His entrance video had a train.
A train. They turned him into a train. That's not cool. Example number 2. Wait, I forget it.
Jump to 3 and come back.
Shoot.
Yeah.
What was number 2? Example number
C.
2. I got it. It was people are singing Seth Rollins music, right? And it's like, oh wow, that's really funny. Everyone started singing it. WWE. Oh, let's turn off the lights and let him stand there and make everybody sing it for the next 3 minutes.
And do a pre-record over WrestleMania. It sounded bad in the arena.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So again, overproducing it, right? Yes. So the most recent example that made me think of it is something that I've been loving, and now they're ruining. Dominic Mysterio. The booing for Dominic Mysterio when he tries to talk. We already couldn't hear him. Now they're turning down his microphone. Very, very obviously, they are turning down his microphone. And you don't have to do that. Now it's weird. It's not as cool.
So don't make it weird, WWE.
Don't make it weird. Just
Yeah.
let it go. Things can happen organically. You don't have to have a hand in the cool stuff.
You don't have to make fetch happen. It'll just happen.
It's already happening. It's fetch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I learned that. And now you did too.
Do you have one for the show?
I do. I mean, I'm not as prepared for that one, but it's pretty obvious, I guess. I learned that you can meet really cool people on the internet. I mean, I don't know that I would advise everybody to just go meet everyone on the internet, but
No, there's some creepy people out there.
yeah, there's some creepy ones, but you can meet some really cool ones too. I'm in the room with 6 of them. 6 cool people I met on
What
the
about
internet.
that guy over there? You missed him.
Oh, that guy that snuck in before?
Yeah.
7 cool people. I didn't meet that guy on the internet. He just came in now. I just met him now.
in a dark alley.
Remedy?
She fucking stole mine.
Well, I did meet you on the internet because of the Wrestling
The part
Mayhem
about
show.
ruining Dominic
So it makes-
Mysterio?
Yeah,
or-
I was just
Oh,
like,
the-
boo.
See, we didn't even turn your mic on.
I know. I've been dealing with a low mic all night. It's ridiculous.
Sorg's overproducing things.
Did you
That
see
is
those
not the
Mayhem
complaint I
Mania
usually
graphics? No, but then I guess in a similar vein, all joking aside, like 900 episodes, like goddamn, and just sitting here reminiscing about when we started this in Sorg's townhouse, or when they started in the townhouse, and I joined in after so many episodes, and then stuck around for a while, and I haven't been here in a while, but it was always Mayhem was something I looked forward to and always looked at fondly of my time spent doing, and I don't know, it was just. You touched on it a little bit earlier, Sorg. I mean, just fans hanging out, just shooting the shit about wrestling, and then fucking props to Sorg, man. You turned this into a goddamn empire here. So
Sorg.
So I mean, I learned in 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show. Mayhem is forever.
That's so sweet.
Don't make it gay. Come on.
Did I overproduce it?
Yeah.
All right, to the table. Oh shit. Whichever end, I don't care.
Well, that's what Sorg says every Saturday.
Jen,
night.
what'd you learn from the show?
Well, I learned that.
Speaking of the microphone.
I learned Braun Beaker's. I learned that.
Okay.
Oh man. I think for us it started in our basement. I always wondered what you were doing
always
down
started-
there.
What?
Are we talking about the same thing?
Well, actually, I came downstairs and actually figured out what you were doing. I know, it sounds weird.
And why his pants were off.
Sounds very weird.
It's one of those, he walks in like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, watching porn.
I'm not on a podcast on the internet. That would be worse. That would be weird.
Wait, was
Watching
he
porn
on
would be
the,
normal.
Was he on the show or just listening at the
I
time?
think he was just listening at the time.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
And then I said, no, it wasn't.
Weird sword.
No, but he would just.
Have you watched this show?
No.
He would just disappear.
Why would anybody watch it?
Oh.
And I wouldn't know
74 goddamn thousand people are watching it on caffeine.
85.
85 goddamn thousand people are watching it on caffeine.
Wait, the numbers are going up?
We're getting more interesting.
Popping a number? Woo, let's go.
Sorg, take your shirt off.
We're a draft.
Anyway, I figured it out. I sat down and listened to and had good friendships out of it.
Aww.
Oh, come on.
So sweet.
Oh, yeah, since we're doing origin stories,
Origin
I
stories?
learned that sometimes it's worth randomly searching for wrestling podcasts on the internet, because if you're somebody like me, what must be like a decade ago, perhaps longer, randomly 10 years searching for a... Do you know
What platform were you on again?
Stitcher. I found you on Stitcher.
The Stitcher app and web listening are no longer available.
That's right. We outlived them. We defeated them.
How many platforms have we outlived?
Another army destroyed.
I started listening when you were on Talk Shoe.
Talk Shoe!
Recorded live.
Also, just, searching. I was actually searching for IWC, International Wrestling Cartel, going like through the YouTubes and all that, and I saw the interview that I think Justin Idol alluded to
in my living room
earlier. Yeah, and that's how I
still had white carpeting.
And that's how I stumbled upon it. So yeah, just like searching.
I searched.
Yeah.
I just did a wrestling search on Stitcher, found this podcast, listened.
Or did it find you?
Well, who knows what the algorithms? Who knows? But and listened to like at least 2 episodes before I realized you guys were broadcasting from Pittsburgh, and I was like, well, holy shit. So, and then that leads to chat rooms and emails, and next thing you know, you're being asked what Stephanie McMahon smells like, and you're hanging out on the show, and you're being tormented with this Mayhem Mania thing every year, and then it leads to all sorts of other wild adventures in pro wrestling, and hopefully more to come. So it's very exciting. Everyone speaks badly of the internet and social media sometimes, but man, I met all of you people through the internet. I never would have met, except you. I met you without the internet, but I would have never met any of you without it. So it's amazing that this is a good thing, right?
By the way, Talk Shoe has up to episode 561.
Wow.
They lost, and then they lost every episode before 451, except one random episode from 2007.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
So good luck.
So I have to ask the question: what was the fact that tipped you off that this was from Pittsburgh? Was it the conversation about burning down the McDonald's on Liberty Avenue?
It was just like some offhand comment. It was like blah 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 blah, and like blah 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 here in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, Chachi, Sorg, They're here in Pittsburgh?
You immediately went out and started looking for them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God! Remember
walking downtown
LB.
Pittsburgh, like
LB, you remember the first time meeting LB face to face at an IWC show, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it! LB in the flesh, right here.
I think I still have pictures from that.
oh.
He said he still thinks he has pictures from that.
She's wearing the
I
headphones
think
and
I
he's
have
not.
there is a picture
Oh,
from
yeah,
that
yeah.
floating around here somewhere, but
My dumbass is like, why isn't he responding?
How rude.
Like, no one was supposed to see that.
you know.
Am I next?
Go on, say something.
I have a.
Let's
not,
try to make Sword cry. Come
I have
on,
a
we can do
funnier
it.
one, and I have a not sappy one. My funnier, what I learned is from the emails that we read earlier, which is now that I am the old curmudgeon now. Things have changed, and I can wag my finger at younger wrestling fans that don't know how to sing the final countdown that Brian Daniels sang.
And sometimes wrestlers.
And sometimes wrestlers, sure. The sappier one. I mean, I learned things can come full circle because if I didn't find this show, which was, I think through TalkShoe as well, but also Blog TV, at least for the video version. If I didn't find the show, then I wouldn't have gotten to be doing doing podcasts on the show to where then I wouldn't have done like interviews at like my local indies to like put onto the show, which wouldn't have got me the connections to get into starting commentary, which wouldn't have led to 10 years later to now me being in Pittsburgh doing commentary with Sorg running production. It's full circle in that way. So yeah, it's nice.
Wrestling Mayhem Show, inspiring and influencing the youth.
Better than most.
I'm just glad.
So
I'm just
cute.
glad nobody's gotten a tattoo of this project like the last one I was working on before
Well,
this.
actually,
Somebody's got a WPAJ tattoo for WesternPAJuggalos.com.
Juggalo
That was one of the
John.
reasons I held on to the domain so long.
Poor Juggalo
Yep.
John.
No,
it wasn't Juggalo John?
No, no.
Oh.
Somebody else.
well, I've only been on the. I'm the newbie, you know. I've only been on, like, I think this is maybe my third time on the Wrestling Mayhem show. Not counting the STD Christmas special.
Sounds so pained saying it.
Yes, right?
It's its own entity.
It's its own thing. And for that to have been my first foray into podcasting, and we now have a podcast, and it's wild the way that things have changed. You know, y'all becoming friends, like he said, lent us to moving here. It ended up with Sorg coming to Dallas and being in our wedding. You know, our as tangential as Wrestling Mayhem show has been to my life specifically, it has influenced a lot. And, you know, I'm grateful for that. You know, I got back into wrestling, which is something that I can now connect to my dad over that we had really not been able to connect a lot to. He used to do videography back in the late 80s, early 90s for wrestling, you know, played poker backstage with, you know, Andre the Giant and all of them. That sort of stuff was wild to me. And to be able to relate to him on that level is something I never thought I'd be able to do as someone who's not necessarily into a lot of manly things. So it's just been really cool. Like, yeah.
Aww.
We love you, Sorg.
So cute.
And you've had a part in all of that, Sorg.
Sorg,
What did
you're
you
inside
learn,
all of us.
Alex Cars from California, what'd you learn?
Seemed like an oddly appropriate transition. I'm listening to all y'all having your touching stories, and all I could think of is, man, Mayhem Show has managed to center itself around sexual harassment and other misconduct over the last 900 episodes. So there's that, but also I'm very thankful for everything that you guys have done on this show over the years. I always get a kick out of talking about National Pro Wrestling Day, even though we don't have a National Pro Wrestling Day anymore.
Yes, that time I got lost in Philadelphia with Elias.
Did you walk?
So
over
I mean,
lines?
I don't know. I learned that it's been really cool to have such a thriving community for this long. Centered around this podcast and everything going on there. Very thankful for our meetups in LA and stuff. So been a blast to check out the live wrestling shows and stuff. And I still consider the Mania hangout that we did last year a very fun time. Very cool that we got to have a few of us out on the West Coast. So that's what I learned from 900 episodes of Wrestling Mayhem show. I also learned from wrestling that Prestige has very much made its home in Southern California, and I can be okay with that. They had a really fun show on Sunday. So, yeah.
You transitioned to the wrestling one too fast. I didn't get to say.
Yeah, you got a little whiplash.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
sweet.
sorry.
There you go.
Well, also everybody went really quiet, so I wasn't even sure if my mic was working.
No.
I've lost connection.
We didn't hear a word you said. I'm sure it was great.
Alex, can you repeat that? We didn't really get
It was just 4 minutes of dead air.
Yeah. We were hoping you were coming back and I'd fix it in post.
It's okay. We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
That's okay. I'll plug OccupyProWrestling.com to make up for it.
It was the first time all episode where somebody wasn't trying to talk over somebody else.
Yeah. LB, my dear old friend, who I bullshitted about wrestling while we were getting drunk at Veronica's apartment that one time and said there should be a podcast.
Yeah, and then it was. And the reason it was a podcast, the reason it became a podcast, and the reason that we made it to 50 episodes, and then 100 episodes, and then 150, and 200, and so on, all the way up to 900 episodes, is because of Sorg. What I've learned in 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show is that if you have somebody who is passionate and driven and talented enough, you can do crazy, just buck wild shit. I talked to Kurt Angle at one point. I've actually had wrestling matches in rings. At one point, a giant Irishman threw me like I was a teacup. Just bing, right over. I flit. He was so strong, and he just flipped me over, and that was because of Sorg. I briefly had a rap career because of Sorg. There are skills that I learned because of Sorg, because Sorg had a camera and he pointed it at me and said, go find somebody to talk to. And I fucking did. And the skills that I learned while doing that, I use every single day. The ability to just roll up on somebody and start talking to them and asking them questions that's incredible and invaluable, and it is because of Sorgatron. So when this episode started, I sat down here with my iPad and my Apple Pencil, and I did a little painting. I started at the beginning of the show. Oh, there it is. You have it on screen. Good. I sat down with some oil brushes, quote unquote. It's all digital, and I did a little painting of Sorgatron because you don't get to 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show without Mike Sorg.
He has a first
It doesn't
name.
happen. Oh shit! Oh, kayfabe. Oh.
No government names. No government names. LB.
I got this far and never used your name.
For 900 episodes, you never used my name.
So yeah, that little painting is my way of saying thank you, Sorg.
Thank you so much. I had to get that up there when I saw that drop in the email because making sure nobody sent me any other old emails. God, where do I
Sorg, what did you learn in 900 episodes of the Wrestling Mayhem show?
God, I wrote a couple things down. I was thinking about this. Actually, LB.
Yes.
I think I told you about this a little bit ago. Maybe it was your wedding day. I told you about this. There was a point where we were standing on Mount Washington, and you looked out at the city. Do you remember what you said?
I do.
What'd you say?
It was fuck. It
It's
was
also my
something
me-
along the lines. It was something along the lines of, that whole city is yours. You just have to take it. Something like that, right?
Yes, I remember a line that said you were going to run this. We can run this town, or something
Yes.
like that, right? And that
That's
has stuck
what it
in my
was, yeah.
head. That's stuck in my head for a while, with a lot of things going on. I say this a lot to people. The reason I do a lot of the things that I do right now, literally my biggest clients because of the show. The reason I go to California, the reason I go to Florida, the reason I get to go to see the country on somebody else's dime is because of this show and us talking about it at Pod Camp. Literally, somebody was in a session and said, "Let's have coffee," and that was and we started in 2016, and here we are, and I'm still working with them, and one of the major foundations in the country in automotive. It's the reason that I got into doing media with the promotion we were watching at the time, which is the reason that we grew into the fact which is the reason that my wife is doing work with New Japan, which is the weirdest. There's a point in my life where I said, I have a lot of weird things I can say as sentences that are true. Ric Flair shook my hand and I didn't pay for it. We had a I had dinner and shared my fries with Tom Lawler. After mildly angering him for calling the one guy the Bread Club guy. So things like that. Going to Seattle, literally wrestling travels me now, right? To bringing you guys in. I love that I get to do this with my friends here on Tuesdays and almost every weekend with you guys in some way. Eamon is here and Merlin doing wrestling with us. I've got you into the local cult. And I think that's wonderful, and I'm still trying to find ways to bring you guys with me everywhere else. And there's some opportunities that might be coming up. I'm working on it, trying to figure it out. How do I get my friends with me? And I think, and even with all this, I feel like we're just beginning with things. To the point, I cannot believe people in wrestling listen to me on several different scales. This show has been my therapy. In 2007, I had a very, 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 very bad and deep depression. But every Tuesday I was here. Anything happening in my life said, Tuesday night, this is going to happen. That's why we're still here. Regardless of what's going on. And sometimes, things like travel or something like that, or COVID, or whatever, happens and we say we can't do it. I physically can't do it. I won't be it. But you've seen me. I think I've done this on COVID, for one thing. This show itself doesn't have thousands and thousands of listeners. I don't even know. I don't even look at
caffeine.
Oh, except on caffeine,
Until
apparently.
now.
Except now we finally made it. And has not made money on its own. And despite the Patreon, and I love you guys, but doesn't exactly pay the bills. But the fact that there's people in the chat room, the fact there's you, holy shit, all you guys here are looking at me right now. This has been worth much more than being a profitable podcast for sure. I love you guys. We're gonna make it to 1,000, and who knows what happens after that.
1001.
Yes, right. Remedy, I think before the show, were you the one to ask me if I thought I'd get this far with this when we started it?
I don't know. I'm sure I've asked you that at somewhere.
Somebody asked me that before the show tonight, and said no because just like everything else that I'm working on, I literally just think about the next thing. I don't think about what this show is going to be doing in 6 months. Hell, you see how I book. Hey, by the way, Julian J is going to be on next week. Follow this up, Julian. And I think we got the Wrestle Pick guys on maybe the week after. Sorry, I went into promo mode. So like, no, literally everything I do, I don't think about. I do not give a shit that I had a good show on Saturday. You know, I don't even think about that. I'm thinking about this, and now I'm thinking about what we're doing Thursday, and now I'm thinking about MySpace night. Guys, come to MySpace night. It's fun. I'm thinking about let's do a game night on Sunday. I'm thinking about what the next show is I got to do. I'm thinking about the next project we got to do. I'm thinking, like, unfortunately never dwell, and I'm glad we do have moments like this that I can take a moment and appreciate what's going on around me, because I definitely don't get a chance to do that enough. And thank you guys so much for being here. Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Sword.
I also have to say, here's a stretch of levity. The entire time you sat there with your hand, I want to dub over the Pledge of Allegiance the entire time.
I had it on my collarbone, but yeah.
I saw that. I was like,
I'm just making sure this isn't the point where I have a heart attack. So
I know CPR, Sorg. I'd kiss you to save your life.
I don't eat well. So with that, guys, this has been Wrestling Mayhem Show 900. Thank you, LB, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex Cars from California, OccupyProWrestling.com. Mayhem Missy, Doc Remedy. I got to see your wedding. The Carlins is. There you go. And the Wrestle fans is.
Mr. and also Mr. WrestleFan.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Oh my God, I don't even know if we're going to do a Patreon or anything. I'm gonna be here until forever. Look out this week for Talking Mayhem Mania in some form.
Hot damn, we are doing it.
That's right. We'll at least do that. I know we'll do that. Thank you guys so much. Hi, Caffeine TV.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
TV.
If you're there.
Come back next week.
And we will see you guys next time as soon as I figure out what Matt did with the outro.
Eat Slice on Broadway or go to hell.
Mayhem out.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.